they can hear me, and now they can hear you.
Excellent.
Hey.
What is not to love?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to.
Off to a great start.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this thing that I decided to do at the last minute because I was like, I want to draw. I want to draw the thing you wrote. And I was like, well, I mean, you can. I'm just drawing the thing you wrote. Hold on, I gotta fix my levels because this one's too loud. Listen, I've turned it down so much. I just gotta open the volume mixer.
You're good. You're good.
Thank you, Chrome. Your now is it's literally at 1%. It can't.
Very cool.
Good job, Chrome.
Let's try 4%.
Chrome. Very cool.
Okay, there we go.
4%, getting a little spicy.
But yeah, it was like, oh, Atlas wrote a crossover. I have to do the thing now. Very important. I have so many references open. God.
Sorry.
You're not sorry.
I'm not. I designed them expressly using specific armor that's actually in Fallout New Vegas, so there's that.
Oh, that's what okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say these designs look very familiar.
Yeah, they're first off, they're in the Ball Boy style from like the perks and stuff, but second off, that's the Armored Vault 13 armor and the Merc Adventurers armor, but the sweater's green instead of red.
No wonder they look so special.
Ha ha.
I know nothing about Fallout, but I know that much.
God.
You're good. No, I've been in the habit of... I have this entire week off from work, and I got into the habit of playing video games while in character as Kit. First off was Doom Eternal, which was a fun time, but then we started New Vegas, and then I got really invested into New Vegas, and I'm like, man, consider New Vegas AU. And then I shook my hand, my own self-same hand, and was like, yes, good call, Atwas. Thank you, Atwas. Very cool. Now the New Vegas AU lives rent-free in my head. So, the other person, Aquadrayon, is Scott, aka Baritone Blur.
Hello.
So...
Hello.
Juno is also here still, I believe.
Juno is muted, yeah.
Yeah.
So, if anyone has questions...
Wait, why was I muted? Oh, I think it was...
Wow.
You're muted in Discord.
Wow.
In the channel itself. But yeah, if anyone has any questions about Fallout AU, I guess ask them and I will bestow knowledge upon you. And
I don't know very much
yeah.
about Fallout other than the fact that like everything exploded apparently.
Correct. October 22nd, 2077. The world ended.
Man, a lot of things
That's
happened
also
on
the year
2077.
Cyberpunk takes place. Coincidence? I think not.
Oh,
Do you know why
Cyberpunk.
everybody's crotches are so glitchy? It's because of the nuclear fallout.
Cannot confirm nor deny.
I am only familiar with a few things from the Fallout series. I know
Okay.
Vault Boy. I know I know a little bit about the character customization due to that one Monster Factory episode that Polygon did.
Presumably that was in Fallout 4, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
You said it was the one where you arbitrarily become a parent.
Ah, hate that.
Yeah.
Love to hate that.
That was the one that they did the Monster Factory episode on, though.
I believe so, yeah.
Very cool.
Just like the butt ugly, like mother figure or
Tinkle
whatever.
winkle, I must.
Hello, my robot husband.
We must clean the baby. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Fucking Abraxo.
Clean the baby's tum-tum.
Thinking about that Worthy Kids animation.
Same.
Okay, so I have a lot of thoughts about Fallout 4.
Do tell.
I have a lot of thoughts about Fallout 4, and I will preface this by saying, let me open up my Steam and double check something really quickly. I will preface this by saying I enjoyed playing the game. I have 190 hours in Fallout 4. I did basically literally everything before doing the final quest, because I thought the final quest was bullshit, but basically my thoughts about Fallout 4 are, man, so glad that this role-playing game arbitrarily decided to put your character in a role that you literally have no say about and you cannot, explain away. It is required. You have to be a parent no matter what. It is necessary. Hate that. Love to hate that in our open world RPG. Super cool. Also, I really don't like what they did with the dialogue options in Fallout 4. They attach it to the wheel where it's like the good option, the mean option, and the sarcastic option, but they all sort of just go to the same place. And it's really obvious if you install a mod that shows. Oh, and even worse is that they only give you like the first few words of the dialogue option. So you could be like, oh, I'm gonna click this option because it starts off maybe, thinking like what my character would say. And then it's like, yeah, it's like you see an option and it says, yeah, no thanks, and then you click yeah, no thanks, and your character's like, yeah, no thanks, go die in a fucking fire, and just like go complete 180, and you can't predict what that'll happen. It's just,
Glass of Palace.
Oh yes,
A lot
a
of
great way
feelings.
to, a really a great, and wonderful way to show what you are thinking is by not showing what you're thinking.
Yeah.
King Dragon sends his regards.
God. So yeah, a lot of feelings about Fallout 4. I do like the setting. The setting was fun. The DLC, exceptional. Far Harbor is probably the best written part of Fallout 4. Do not at me, I am correct. It's super fun, and also Nick Valentine is my favorite. He is my robot husband. The end. Nick Valentine's the best. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. I mean, what more could you want? An old world, like, noir detective synth dude who's a real upstanding guy and is a great voice actor? It's a tragedy he's unromanceable, but whatever.
He's romanceable in your heart.
Exactly. That's what.
Yes.
That's what fan work is for.
Absolutely.
So yeah. Then I have a lot of feelings about Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. I haven't played 4, New Vegas. I haven't played 1 and 2. They're on my list of games to play. It's just they're kind of notoriously hard to get running on more modern CPU architecture with multi-threaded systems, just because 90s games, baby, they were indeed built different back then, so it's hard to get them running, and I haven't felt like wrestling with them recently. I've been wrestling enough with the old Gamebryo engine, so... But yes, lots of feelings about... See, New Vegas is fun when it comes to, like, the RP aspect, because the only given about your character is that you were a mailman. You got shot in the head. Anything else? Up to you, baby. And then, with Fallout 3, it's literally... You start the game by being born, which is just like, man, they really went there, huh? And then you're not even... Mind you, I've also sunk probably close to 100 hours in Fallout 3. Enjoyed playing the game, but like, you're not the main character. Your dad is. You follow your daddy around the wasteland while he does all the cool main character stuff, and you just follow him from quest marker to quest marker, and it really sucks, and I wish it was better. The end. Yeah. God. So, yeah, like I said, a lot of feelings about the Fallout games and opinions.
Lots of onions about Fallout.
Sometimes
Plenty
you
of
just have Fallout
onions.
onions.
It's onions all the way down.
Plenty of onions.
So yeah, how's everyone else doing today?
Just
pretty-
been chilling.
Pretty good. Going through another run of Hades. I have
Hell
a
yeah.
problem.
Are you playing with a controller or mouse and keyboard?
I have no controller, so
Well, there's your
I am-
problem.
Well, yes, but also here's the thing. I am metaphorically speaking, I am a piano player. What I mean is like these hands were made to play on a keyboard, so
Mhm.
I don't really have too much of an issue with it. The big problem comes when you get to the third boss, the one in Elysium, where I'm basically my strategy is just running around in circles, and it's just like, oh god, the WASD keys, why are they like this?
Oh yeah, that kind of sucks that you don't have the omnidirectional input. I hate that well-oiled, sexy man with his grin and smugness. Darn you, Theseus.
Oh god, I do not care for him. It's like I love to hate him. I
He
fucking
is
love to hate
bastard, and he's great.
him. But yeah, Malphon, best weapon. But
Okay,
uh,
all right. I dig. I
don't-
dig.
yeah. I have a hard time aiming with the bow. Maybe that's because I suck, but eh. Just like getting things done quick and dirty.
Yeah, true. At least with controller, they have a very generous, like, snap aim sort of feature when you're using the bow, which is pretty
Oh, that
nice.
sounds really nice, yeah. I wouldn't give
Mysterious
to...
is perfect husband material. Correct.
Wait, which one?
Switch to blue.
Asterius? The-
try
the-
again.
Hmm. I mean,
Now you know who's perfect waifu material. Medusa.
Dusa is adorable. I love
Dusa's a-
Dusa.
Juice's
She's so
precious. I
cute.
love her.
Yeah, unironically. Oh my god.
She's so sweet.
I love her so much.
She's
Once I found out that there were romanceable options, I was like, wait, Dusa's one? Yes, yes, please.
Yes, she is. Indeed. You can romance the head.
It's like, what's that? She's just a floating head? Did I stutter?
She is precious, and I love her.
Yep.
Dionysus, yes.
Yes.
I
agreed.
just hear his voice clip of like, Zag, my man. I love it.
Mhm.
They're all
There's a
great.
joke-
Everyone's
there's
hot.
a
They're all
joke
Greek
to be
gods.
made here about frickin' Medusa being a head in romanceable.
Oh yeah, all of the character designs are absolutely gorgeous in this game.
Have you
The art style
have
is
you met
wonderful.
Demeter yet?
Have I met who?
Demeter?
Yes, I have. Oh god,
I
she's
love
beautiful.
her design. I love the fact that first off, she's a Greek god, so she's really fucking hot, but I also love that she is older, still fucking smoking, but like she actually looks like an old woman, and that is really nice. Lots of games don't do
She's-
that.
She's really beautiful. She definitely seems like she's full of wisdom, and in my opinion, she has some of the best skills. Just like being able to slow enemies on contact, like that's fucking awesome. Hello.
Oh no, we
Yes.
still hear.
No, I'm thinking about
Oh.
what gods I prefer to get boons from. It really depends.
I'm a very defensive player, so
Mhm.
Aphrodite is always a favorite of mine. Also Athena.
Oh yeah,
when-
it's fun.
The first thing I always try to do is I get the Athena's keepsake and I get the dash ability because movement is key, and having a dash that reflects projectiles is amazing.
Yeah, no, having some kind of dash upgrade is indeed very nice. I'm more of an aggressive player personally, so I tend to go for. I really like the doom effect that you get from most of Ares' boons. It is
Yes,
quite nice.
Ares is very good.
And
like
I like
whenever I'm
Dionysus
playing with
DOT. Sorry.
yeah, whenever I'm playing with Malphon, I like piling up Dionysus or Ares on attacks. So
If you're using Malphon, Zeus's attack with the chain lightning, very
ooh,
nice.
that does sound
Very
good.
nice.
Juno, can
Especially
I
because it
ask
gives more range.
your opinion on a thing real quick? Just, it doesn't really matter, but I'm having trouble deciding. Should I put the light source in the front or in the back?
Let's see. I need to link to your stream. Hold on.
It should be up.
I'm streaming on
actually-
Discord as well.
Are you using the reference of
You are
of the
not streaming on Discord.
You are
as
not
well.
Oh,
streaming on
did it
Discord.
stop?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus. Yeah,
You
I thought this whole time I was still streaming on Discord.
There we go. Okay. Well, let's take a look. See. Oh yeah, that's a tough decision.
Right? Because it'll change the mood, so it's kind of like...
Yeah.
I'll just do both and then pick one.
Yeah.
I like
Pick-
shading.
Pick which movie you like better.
Yeah.
Hermes does need more lines where he refers to dunking on Apollo. It's very good. Also, I really enjoy if you skip through Hermes' dialogue a lot, he'll notice and he'll be like, "Do you want me to talk
Oh,
less?"
really? Oh, that's
Uh-huh.
right.
And he's like, "No, I totally get it. I absolutely understand." And I'm like,
Oh,
"No,
God.
Hermes, keep
I-
talking.
oh,
It's just
no.
that I
I
read
never
real fast."
I never skipped through anyone's dialogue, so I never found that. That's incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, there's dialogue for basically literally everything. If you manage to get to your dad without taking any Olympian boons, there's unique dialogue for that. There's unique dialogue
Oh,
if
I
you manage to
know.
get out on your very first try, all sorts of stuff. It's awesome.
Amazing.
Just the dialogue systems and the way they work in the game are super cool. and
No, I
neat.
do remember seeing a video on that at the very least. So
Mhm.
but like I didn't realize it went to that extent. That's incredible.
Yep. And also Supergiant is great because they're a smaller developer and their developers can actually take vacations and not be stuck in crunch time and have more humane working conditions.
Dude, I
So they
remember
build better games.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I've only played one other game of theirs. I played Bastion, but I remember having a really good time with that one. It's just like the super simplistic. It just like Hades. It has like the isometric 3D view, but like the story, it's something that you unlock over time. It has that weapon upgrade system that is always fun, and the multiple endings. It's very simple how you get the multiple endings, but it's there nonetheless. I enjoyed Bastion.
You would really enjoy Transistor.
And
I say that. Transistor is very good. I cried like a little bitch. Ugly tears at the end of Transistor, so good stuff.
oh god.
Very, very good stuff.
It's one version of the shading. So let's try doing it the other way.
God, I feel bad. We're just kind of like taking over Bro's stream
I
just with.
literally have no issue with this. I started this stream just so you people could info dump. So
Yeah.
you're doing exactly what I started the stream for. So
That's fair.
It's info dumping time.
Excellent.
Excellent.
it's like I have nothing to talk about in particular. So I might go with the other shading just because I know how that works better, and I'm lazy and I don't feel like figuring out how to make this interesting. Actually, let me shade the entire figure and then erase where I want the light to be, because
Carve away.
yeah, because I'm just like trying to do it the other way is not helping right now.
So yeah, hope everyone's doing well in chat, as well as I already know how you guys are doing.
Yeah.
How am I doing, Atlas?
Oh, be right back.
At least a 4 out of 10.
You know what? Fair.
I mean, you can't really ask for much more in life than a 4 out of 10.
I believe a 5 is fair.
Is it? Is it really?
Yes.
Okay, alright.
Completely fair.
I'll accept that.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. If the light's coming from up there, then the darkness would be back here. I literally was just about to do what I already did, but like with more
Contrast.
depth to it, I guess.
Hmm.
God. I like painting, I say. Why are you painting this when this isn't even the main thing you wanted to draw and you only have limited hand? Well, because now I'm invested. So,
How do you think the various Call of Cthulhu characters met in the world of New Vegas? Well, let me pull out my notes.
In
When
this
I said
essay,
I
will.
had an AU, I meant I had an AU. Hi Xander Bros, streaming
Nice.
on their YouTube channel right now.
Look what you've started.
So, basically, I
let
have
me
all sorts
type
of
in the
things
chat
figured
that I'm
out.
streaming. Oh my god.
I even know that, like, I know where it's in terms of the Fallout timeline, specifically the New Vegas timeline, which is 2 years after the events of New Vegas, so it would be in 2284. And the ending that the Courier would have gotten would have been the Independent Vegas ending, which I'm fairly certain is the, quote, canon ending for New Vegas. So we're starting off with that. And I know where these characters come from, how they ended up near the strip, so on and so forth. So I'll go down my list here in my notebook because I have no self-control. Okay, so Sunil is an ex-Vault Dollar because it just makes sense. You cannot convince me otherwise. The man is descended from people who grew up in a vault. He actually grew up in Vault City, which is Vault 8 in California. I had to do a little bit of switching around in terms of making things make sense when it comes to the West Coast, but that's fine. So Sunil's originally from Vault 8 in the area around. He's a member of the Followers of the Apocalypse, which are a group, a faction in the West that specifically deal with preserving technology, but like for the betterment of people. So a lot of hospitals, farming techniques and stuff, medicine, a lot of that was recovered by the Followers of the Apocalypse, and they're like, we need to help humanity better themselves after the apocalypse. This is in direct contrast to the Brotherhood of Steel, who are assholes and are like, we need to get all this old world technology because bitches don't know how to behave, and we are the only ones who deserve shiny weapons. And also, fuck helping other people. We're the Brotherhood of Steel, we're built different. I have a lot of opinions about the Brotherhood of Steel. Anyway, so Sunil joined a caravan heading east from the NCR, which is the New California Republic, which is like the main sort of, quote, civilized area. It's a place with like actual government and shit. So he basically heard that shit went down around the Vegas area and there was stuff to be found, and he's also chasing rumors of the Brotherhood of Steel and the Enclave. The Enclave are a faction that were basically the remnants of the pre-war US government. So he heard rumors that they were active out east, and he was like, I need to know things. I require knowledge, and I'm kind of getting fucking tired of sitting around here. I need. So yeah, that's basically how he ends up in Nevada and by the Strip. Mason was an ex-Legion slave. So he was actually liberated during the Second Battle of the Hoover Dam, and he now works on the Strip as an entertainer. No, not like that entertainer, but like a real entertainer. Like, so he works in one of the casinos. He actually works at the Lucky 38, and he's sort of like a mid-tier like manager, like floor boss plus entertainer. And boy howdy, he does not like the Legion. He doesn't like talking about it. It was a time. The Legion, for people who are not familiar, are a group of slavers and who conquer a lot of land and cosplay as Roman soldiers because that is the stylings of their leader, and it is a whole thing. And basically, Caesar used to be a missionary and was like, no, I can do this better. I will take control of the tribes and they will submit to me by force. And I will, I will take over, I'll unite the tribes under me. I read a bunch of philosophy once, and I think I'm smart, and I have really charismatic personalities, so people are going to follow me. So the Legion is basically this big bad force, and, slaving, and it's a whole mess. And yeah, they keep law and order in the territory that they hold, but at what cost? So the Legion got defeated by the Courier at the Battle of Hoover Dam, second battle, and so Mason has made tracks and has never looked back. Okay, James is an ex-NCR Ranger, and not just a Ranger. He had his black armor, so he was like one of the best Rangers. Now, the deal with the New California Republic is that they're kind of, sort of a, it's a bit of a slog. It's very bureaucracy. It's very, there's a lot of red tape. And James actually fought in the Second Battle of the Hoover Dam because he was in the occupied area alongside the NCR, and he sort of got really fed up with how long it took to get anything decent done. And he was like, I joined up to, do good and do things, and here I am slogged down with all this bullshit. So he ended up joining the independent faction, and so he still has his skills, but he is no longer affiliated as a soldier. So that's James. That is how he ended up in New Vegas. Sybil is interesting. So since this takes place 2 years after the events of New Vegas, the Courier, the player character from New Vegas proper, they're kind of a force of nature, and I didn't want any of the characters to be the Courier because it's just different. It doesn't make sense. The Courier is their own thing. So my Courier basically showed up, did the thing, took control, said, I can do this different. Mr. House is still around, but doesn't really have any sort of administrative say. And so the strip is ruled by kind of a council of the leading, families and factions. And so the Courier's like, okay, cool, y'all can take care of yourselves, awesome, I'm gonna go off and do important things. But the Courier needed someone to run the Lucky 38. So the Courier chose Sybil. Sybil is she is the casino boss of the Lucky 38. She probably came from, a wealthy family in the NCR who came out east to New Vegas looking for, riches and opportunity. And she's charismatic, she knows business, she knows what to do, and so the Courier was like, I put you in charge. And she was like, oh, nice. So yeah, she basically runs the Lucky 38 while the Courier is out. So she's got a pretty big position of power in the New Vegas structure. And Kit is a ghoul, so that's fun. Listen, it just made sense. Ghouls, for people who aren't aware, are basically, if you are irradiated just right, instead of dying of radiation poisoning, you end up mutating, and you kind of turn into, you could say they look like zombies, but that's really rude, but basically sort of it's called the ghoulification process. Your physical form gets kind of fucked up, but you also get stuff like a very long expanded lifespan and some healing, and, radiation doesn't bother you as much anymore. So you have sentient ghouls, who are just people like you or I, and then you have feral ghouls, which we're not really sure why certain ghouls go feral, but we pretty much think it has to do with if you're exposed to a shit ton of radiation all at once, and also if you kind of the less of your higher brain function you use at that same time, the more likely you are to go feral. So it's a whole thing. So Kit's a ghoul because it just makes sense, and he works as a mercenary primarily. So he works as a caravan guard, and he's traveled all over. He's from Boston originally, and lucky for me, there's actual lore about what Boston is like in the Fallout universe. But yeah, came for Boston, has been through the NCR, has been through Capital Wasteland, you know, he's been all over the place. And so he would have basically met up with the lot while he was escorting a caravan through the wastes to New Vegas. So how they all meet, sorry, I just dumped a shit ton of backstory on all of you, but this is important to me to say this. You are my captive audience. There, ha. It is my turn on the talking. So, yeah, no. So basically, they meet through sort of a happenstance. Mason would have already been in New Vegas, as James would have been. Sybil and Sunil might have actually ended up on the same caravan heading from the NCR east to the New Vegas Strip. And Kit would have been a caravan guard on that caravan. So that's how they would have met up. And Kit has been hired by Sunil to accompany him throughout his like sort of scavenging and prospecting sort of things, looking for ancient tech, because Kit is like, you are, looks up and down, very obviously not what we would call an adventurer. You are very new to this. You will die. So yeah, Kit's basically like, yes, I will, you can hire me, I'll help you out with this sort of thing. I needed something interesting to do, and the whole caravan thing was getting boring. And then it's not like I haven't explicitly stated it yet. I probably want to write a thing where it gets gone into, but Kit is actually an old world ghoul. So he has actually been around since the bombs dropped in 2077. So he's been around the block a long time, you know, some 200 odd years, which is a very interesting concept to me to explore when it comes to stuff like that. It's like, well, how do you reconcile a character who literally watched the world end, and what do they do, and how do other people like react to them, that sort of thing. So yeah, I haven't got into that story-wise, but I'm sure as I write little vignettes and shit, it'll come up more. So yeah, there you go. There's the basics of my Fallout New Vegas Call of Cthulhu crossover AU.
Basically.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hella.
You're welcome.
I mean, I understood absolutely none of that, but I was very happy to listen.
I did my best to try and explain it so that you didn't have... Okay.
Sorry, I'm a little, like, half...
You're good. Atwas, you realize this sounds like it has a lot of potential for a bodyguard romance AU, but twice over. Hey, AU's free. If you want to write something in the AU, I am not going to stop you. In fact, I highly encourage it. Please, go off. Go off. So, also, this is unrelated to any like specific plot points or character things when it comes to AU, but Sunil absolutely has a baby Night Stalker, and has raised it. It's his pet. Night Stalkers, for people who don't know, are they're mutated animals. They're basically a cross between a coyote and a rattlesnake. And Sunil at some point found a Night Stalker nest, got an egg, and was like, this will be mine. And literally freaks everyone else the fuck out, because Night Stalkers aren't like regular mutant animals, they're specifically engineered mutant animals done by crazy scientists in the Big MT. So Night Stalkers are, they're fast, some of them can go invisible, which naturally that's the type that Sunil has. So yeah, he has a very strange dog.
The best kind of dog is a strange
Exactly.
dog.
The strangest dog. So yeah, there you go. Does anyone have any questions?
How is this looking so far?
I like it. I really like the glow effect on the Pip-Boy. It's tight. He don't bite.
Yes,
unless ordered to.
What to do?
Good. gonna pause on being sad for a minute and actually draw Snake Dog.
Snake dog.
Snake dog.
Do you want Night Stalker reference?
Oh, that's what I'm doing right now.
Ah, excellent.
Let me put a. Let me remember to put the Fallout on the bottom of that. Forgot about the serial killer.
Ah, I see. Why am I cool? Atwas. It's kind of cold in my house right now, so that's why.
Fuck off with that.
Also, you can't see it in that reference, bro. But the one side, that one eye is reptilian, and then the other eye is like blue and more of a dog eye. So, yeah.
I would like to thank God and also Jesus. God. I'm also gonna actually look up a reference for a rattlesnake and a coyote, so I can take some liberties here.
Good call. Good call. Coyotes are neat. Chat, if you want something very, if you want to amuse yourself, you should do yourself a favor and go to Google Images and look up a dog coyote vest. So coyotes will eat pet dogs, but there are things called coyote vests which you can put on your small dog, and it will strongly deter a coyote from making off with your beloved animal. And they are absolutely absurd. They're so good. They're just pinnacles of fashion. Unlike them.
Let's see. Let's see. Coyote vest. Oh man. These are like bulletproof vests for dogs.
Uh-huh.
Confusing.
Wait, hang on. Where is this?
Just Google coyote vest and go to Google Images.
All right, I'm breaking.
I just saw the most glorious gift. Let me post this.
Incredible.
Okay, that's great. That is.
Goodbye, Xander.
Goodbye, Zach.
Presumably.
Oh, well.
I'm in streamer mode, so I can't hear people come in and out.
Hello, Cammy.
Hello, Cammy.
We are streaming. I am talking about Fallout. A
We're
lot of
streaming?
Fallout.
I wrote in the in call.
Yeah,
Oh. Biscuits, hello.
but I figured I'd tell people anyway because
Yeah.
I very much appreciate it.
Yeah, no, they get. Yeah, no. I was saying I wrote it in the in call because I
Yeah,
was
I
just
see, I
like,
see, I see.
yeah, sorry.
I see,
should've
I see,
wrote
I
it
see, I
somewhere
see.
else.
No,
You
you're all good. You are good in the hood. It is all good.
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 excellent.
It's
Like
all
a
good.
screaming.
How are you doing today? Oh, Art.
God, we're streaming some art, doing some Fallout art.
Talking some Fallout with
Excellent.
Right now, I'm
Call of
trying to
Cthulhu
figure
flavor.
out coyote anatomy.
Oh God.
I mean,
So-
I assume it's
Yeah.
the same as like most dog anatomy.
It's
Basically. just a
yeah,
little
but
bit
it's
better.
slightly
A
different
canine.
enough to where you can like. I don't like people knocking down my door being like, "That's the wrong canine," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
Your canine is incorrect.
God, most dogs look so stubby to me.
yes, because you have a long dog.
You
I
have a long
do.
boy.
I have the lengthy version.
You have
Also-
the extra long.
You have the extension cord.
Also, my dog is shredded, still shredded, which makes me happy. I have a few pictures of him coming out of the pool back
Nice.
a few houses back from where I lived, and
I'll be right back. I gotta get some water.
Puppy does not have an ounce of body fat on him. He is still shredded from his racing days. I own an ex-racing greyhound. He's an
Nice.
import from
Meantime,
track
my
in
family's-
Oklahoma.
Meantime, my family's got a big old fat white lab. He's a puppy. He's a tubby baby. Sorry. Every time I talk about the animals, I go into full on like baby voice mode.
Oh, I need
But
to tell the chat the
doggos are
tragic
good.
news. The tragic news that Stray Italian Greyhound is no longer on Spotify.
It's so upsetting.
It's not.
It's
Wait,
not
it's
on
not.
Spotify
The
anymore.
Stray
Oh,
Italian
no, why is it-
Greyhound, a song, is no longer on Spotify.
Why is it
Oh.
not on Spotify anymore?
We don't know. It just got
It's a
taken
mystery.
down. Like, you can play some of her other songs, but that entire album, except for one song on it, is not on Spotify
Oh
anymore.
no! Is it on YouTube?
It's well, someone
yeah, I'm
illegally
sure it
uploaded
is.
it to YouTube. Yes.
Okay, good. I mean, that's bad, but that's good.
I need my Obama song.
I need your Obama song.
I like that song. Bro,
It's a good
ever since you
song.
showed it to me about the fixation I have, I'm like, oh no.
I mean, it works. It just
It works.
It just works.
I ended up putting it in every single one of all of my playlists because I was like, man, there's at least one person this works for in everyone.
Nice.
And then after a certain point, you just need to put it in every playlist on principle.
God. Occasionally, you just gotta play Stray Italian Greyhound. Do you think I can get away with playing Stray Italian Greyhound on stream and then, like,
I don't think
Going
I
so.
don't even
I'm-
know what that song is.
I have no idea.
I might be able to. There are enough.
Maybe.
There are enough AMVs with this song where I might. I'm not gonna monetize this anyway, so it should be fine. I shouldn't get taken down. I don't monetize my streams. One, because I'm not capable to monetize anything because I don't have enough. I don't have enough watch hours.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you know, it be how it be. I was monetized for exactly a few months.
Nice.
That's more time than I've been monetized.
Good.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Thank you.
Cool. Good talk. Good talk. Very nice. Good hustle, team. Good game. GG's all around.
I'm sorry.
Alright, here we
Why are you
go.
apologizing?
I don't
Oh,
know.
I
don't
just saw
wanna
the
get one
GIF.
kid who's like,
Oh my
wow,
god.
Very
YouTube.
cool.
I don't know.
Alright, here we go.
I feel like it's
God.
weird.
Had to do it to him.
I've like reached that weird point. I'm like, oh god. Like I do this pretty normally now.
Yeah?
I'm just like,
And so I know.
You believe in about
I just stopped
in about 24 hours, this horrible, horrible year will be over.
boy, I get to count down the hours. It's gonna be exciting.
This has been the fastest and yet the slowest year at the same time.
It feels like it's been 5 years.
Such a
Someone said
freaking
Sonic happened this year. Sonic was the last movie I saw in theater. No,
Yeah.
Sonic was the last movie a lot of people saw in theaters.
I think it was 1914 or whatever that movie was that I saw last.
1917 is a really good movie and I have a lot of feelings about it.
I love that movie so much. Oh my god.
If you ever want to get really wasted, so Xander and I watched 1917 together, and the whole
Uh-huh.
conceit of the movie is that it's one continuous shot. Where I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, it's not really.
It's not.
So
Yeah.
you drink every time you're pretty sure they snuck a cut in somewhere.
Oh
Wait, what? Wait,
no.
repeat that?
It's
What
fun.
was that line?
You drink every time you think they snuck a cut in. So like,
Oh, you can get
but so
snapped.
like when somebody like passes in front of like the camera and it goes like all black for like a frame, it's like that was probably a cut drink.
Drink. Oh my god.
I got
Horrified.
plastered. I got plastered. It was a
Dude,
fun
next-
time.
Next time y'all do that, let me know.
Will do.
Heck yeah.
Also,
Also, I just love that movie.
it's really good.
God, it's so good.
I sobbed like a little bitch at the end, partially because I was plastered, but also because I have very, very strong feelings about World War One.
Valid. I have such an appreciation for it. I appreciate that film a lot and what it did.
Oh no, this is cursed.
You can't just say that.
He's
And that-
not now.
Ooh, Ooh, that is cursed.
Sorry, I got really excited. There's a session. There's a World of Darkness session that I'm doing. It's happening Friday night. I'm so excited. We're going in, like it's our Hell campaign. We're going to Wrath next. I'm so excited.
Do it.
So excited.
Also, chat, in case you want to know what the cursed image that Juno is referencing was, it is. You know those like little to-go sandwich boxes where like the sandwiches are all nice and neat and packaged. Like you go into your local QT or 7-Eleven or whatever, you pick up a sandwich from the basically that, but it's lasagna.
There's a piece of lasagna sandwich between the two breads.
Yep, it certainly is something.
I mean, I'd get it if it was like sourdough bread or something, but like regular old sandwich
Just
bread.
yep, just white bread.
It's a little weird.
Lasagna?
What, you don't want just carbs delight?
I should have done this song. Now that I think about it, bro.
Oh,
Santa
I
thing.
haven't
I
shown
probably
the
used
fans
this-
the thing
I should've
that you
used-
used to hurt me.
I'm sorry.
Do I have permission to show the fans the things you used to hurt me?
You can if you want to. I don't care.
It's your work, Cammy. That's the only.
Yeah, but you can show it. It's okay. The only thing is, I don't know if that song itself will get claimed or not.
I mean, you have
Probably
it
just
unlisted,
post the
so
link
I was
and-
just gonna post the link.
Yeah, just post the link. That'll work.
I can do that. Hold on.
Thank you!
Scroll.
Because I'm on my phone.
See, he's holding a
Scroll,
freshly
scroll.
hatched germ here.
Oh yeah, the Night Stalker's name is Germ.
His name
This
is
important
Germ.
information.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry to
Very
interrupt,
tired.
but I have an ordeal, Atlas. Can I ask
Oh,
you a phrase?
An ordeal?
Yes. You may ask me for my gamer knowledge.
Yes, thank you.
Goodness.
So I have an Artemis boon, and two options that I'm looking at now are the Deadly Flourish. It's the epic rarity, which I could replace my Drunken Flourish with, or Pressure Points.
Give me a moment to look those up.
Okie doke.
Let's see. Deadly Flourish is special. You're running the fists, right?
Yes, I am, and I have mostly an Ares and Dionysus build.
Personally, I like to go for the any damage you deal has a chance to be critical, so that would be pressure points, because
Yeah.
having the special is nice, but I don't find I use the special super often a lot when I play with fists, just because unless I have like a Daedalus hammer upgrade to the special itself.
No, that's fair.
Mm.
Yeah, I think I have 2 Daedalus hammers, but most of them are like related to just the regular attacks.
Gotcha.
The
Yeah,
best way to set up that
Alright.
structure. I'm so
Thank you.
glad I didn't finish drawing that.
you are quite welcome.
Anyways,
You'd think I'd know how to draw snakes by now.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, you'd think. Yeah.
I almost
no,
drew snakes
I
in
know
the
what you're
other
talking
Christmas
about.
gift I made you. But I didn't.
Snakes are good. Snakes are friend-shaped.
yes, they
I
are.
mean, I trust
Snakes
in
have cute little faces.
They do.
They
Cute little faces. Also, they just like feel nice when you touch
That is
them.
a
They're like
horse.
soft,
Mhm.
but it's like a weird soft. It's not like fuzzy soft.
scaly soft.
Yeah.
My grandmother is deathly afraid of snakes, so
Ah. I just
Totally cool.
remember this, like, my aunt, when my brother and my cousins were little, like, they would always find all these weird little creatures. And my aunt we have her on VHS going, like, there's one thing I will never let you have. I will never let you have a snake in my house. We are never going to have a snake in this house. And the timestamp is like 2 months before they got a king snake.
Nice.
We're like,
Very good.
hey. So that was wrong.
Well, that was a lie.
So that was a distinct lie. But it was also just really funny.
Bro, are you
Agreed.
doing freshly hatched so that it's small so you can like
He's
justify
tiny.
It is a baby.
this baby?
Babu.
I mean, would still be baby even when full grown, but even more baby now.
Indeed, but yeah, but even more baby. Speaking of, I am having, well, this is completely opposite. I have to be adult. I have adult time sleep hours tonight. So I probably need a nap.
Oh,
I know. Oh, isn't that wild?
I just wish that your hours were consistent,
I know. Me too.
because otherwise this
Who
kills
knows?
the cami.
Yeah. Who knows when it'll be consistent. Until such a time, though, I will bounce.
Okie dokie. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Night,
Yeah.
Kenny.
Have a good stream.
Good night. Sleep well.
Good night, Kevin.
Bye.
Bye.
There she goes.
I don't know how to draw animals, okay? I have to break them down into basic shapes. I get that that's like how you draw anything.
but
Oh no, I have to do the basic. I have to do the basic steps for any drawing.
It
No,
won't let me
no.
show. It won't let me show the link. It keeps saying there was an error every time I try to show it.
no want basic steps. Only art. Only finished art.
It keeps saying. Oh, let me just. I'm gonna have to link it myself.
Okay.
Add moderator.
Thanks.
Do it again.
Yes, excellent. It has been done.
God.
Welcome back, Scott.
No, I've broken its neck. Oh wait, I forgot that after Stray Italian Greyhound played, nothing else is playing. Whoops. Back to the Fallout music. Which, now that I think about it, should have put it in the bot. But you know what?
It's
At
like
least
that,
the
you know?
Chat can hear it.
It really be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
It
We are
really
capable
is.
of finding our own entertainment. Speaking of entertainment, I am gonna go acquire a beverage. I will be right back.
Go get that.
Sounds
Alright.
like a plan. Wait, how is that entertainment?
Alcohol.
You'll see.
Dionysus, I see.
Y'all gonna end up making me play Hades.
Probably.
Like, 'cause I already almost bought it for, like, myself for Christmas. I actually bought
I
the
was
game
just-
Omori, like, the day it dropped. So I need to finish that.
What game?
Omori.
I'm not familiar with that one.
It's like it's a game that, like, the creator, Omocat, has been making for, like, years now.
Oh, damn. Good time sync then, huh?
Yeah. It's not, I don't think it's super long, but I know that a lot went into, like, the concepts of it. It's very Earthbound.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, wait, Earthbound in the sense of, like, its style, its sense
Style
of
and
humor, its
gameplay.
game. I see.
I also
Okay.
think sense of humor. I never played Earthbound, so I'm not, like, sure what the Earthbound sense of humor is.
Honestly, Undertale isn't too far off from it. from
It
what
does
I've
have
heard.
some Undertale-ish type humor.
Alrighty.
It's so far it's been a really good game.
I will look into it. For me.
Sunil caring for his old dumbass snake dog.
Snake dog.
I accidentally made the snout look a little too doggish and not snakish enough. But then again, I've never drawn a snake from this angle, so gotta give myself some sort of props. My hand is starting to hurt, so I should probably take a break soon.
You take a break now. Your hand's hurting.
I just want to get, like, the concept of the sketch down, if that makes any sense.
Okay, but don't spend more than 5 minutes.
Yeah. I don't think I would last more than 5 minutes. But it's probably a sign that I should stop right now, but, like, you know. Yeah, no, the rest of this is gonna be figuring out anatomy. I should stop for a second.
Oh my god. Okay, so you know how the freaking Cyberpunk apology became a meme? Cyberpunk 2077. Dear pesky plumbers, the Koopalings and I have taken over the Mushroom Kingdom. The princess is now a permanent guest at one of my 7 Koopa hotels. I dare you to find her if you can.
Thanks, I hate it.
Alright, well, I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna go stretch my hand to get a snack.
Sounds fair.
But
Okay, I guess we
chat-
gotta entertain people.
Yep, you gotta entertain people. I will be listening.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So anyways, I'm kidding.
Juno, what did I tell you about swearing?
Absolutely nothing, Scott.
Oh yeah.
Other than the fact that it exists.
I return.
Welcome back,
Welcome
Atlas.
back. Apparently we're supposed to entertain the masses.
Yes. So,
I mean,
excuse me while I scroll
yes.
my timelines for memes that I can narrate.
Well, I'm gonna take a break from smashing heads, so I will join if you so please.
Very well.
December 31st, 2020. Super January 1st, 2020 Turbo. God, I sure hope not.
New Amiibo edition. New funky mode.
New funky mode.
Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry
I
series.
was gonna say starring Dante from the Devil May Cry series and Knuckles.
And Knuckles.
It's
I
such a
mean-
simple thing, but I love that fucking.
I mean, if Knuckles came in to save us from 2020, I'd be down.
Please do.
It's a little late though.
Yeah. Unless 2021 turns out to be 2020 New Game Plus.
Don't. No,
That's
somebody get me a
funny.
goddamn piece of wood to knock on.
20.
I knock on
You-
my desk, but it's fiberglass, so.
well, when in doubt, you can use your own skull instead. Clunk, clunk, clunk. There you go.
Clunk, clunk, clunk. There's not much in there, it's just blood and stuff.
You didn't
Really
open it up, did you?
Ah,
It's okay. Just screw it back on.
exactly. Fun fact: if you have a traumatic brain injury, it is often better if your skull is broken because that relieves the pressure. If your skull is enclosed and your brain is bruised, then that is bad, and oftentimes they will go in and drill a hole in your skull to let out some of the pressure. You're welcome. This is constantly why do you know this Outlaws corner with Outlaws. It's me.
Thanks, I hate it. Okay, that was pretty good.
Thanks. I have the ability to be a trumpet. Why? Who knows? You ever just cultivate weird fucking quote heavy air quote skills?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I wish I could roll my tongue. I could curl it. I can't like. I can't,
Like
where you like roll it into like a tongue burrito.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I could
yeah.
definitely roll my R's.
Oh,
My
that's good.
R's. I wouldn't have survived as long as I did in high school Spanish if I didn't.
Yeah.
That is the 2 years I took high school Spanish until I took the third at community college, just so I can waive that requirement and take forensic science.
Nice, nice.
My forensic science teacher was super cool.
There went the bot.
Goodbye, bot. And anyways, I hope my forensic science teacher is doing well.
Hello, forensic science teacher.
I don't think she's watching.
Goodbye.
Highly
forensic
unlikely.
science.
I mean, not impossible, but highly unlikely.
Yeah. Man, my timeline's just a bunch of good art, not memes.
Oh no. How tragic.
I mean, I could talk about the Dialga drip again, but
Oh, I saw you put. So I got Cyberpunk for Christmas, the PC version, naturally. So I'm not plagued by all of the bullshit that the unfortunate console players have to deal with. My coworker being one of them. But I will say, I went through character creation. You know, spent hours in the character creation screen as one is wont to do, and then I load into the game. I'm sitting at a bar. I do like the very first dialogue prompts, and as soon as I have control of my character, I turn to look at the person next to me, and the bitch got no thighs. She's got a torso, she's got calves and feet, but she doesn't have any fucking thighs. They're just gone. And they're supposed to be there too. I was like, oh man, is this some like weird body mod? No, because you look and you can like see like the inside of like the shorts where they're formed around where the thighs should be. So she's just sitting on this bar stool, no thighs, no thighs.
Man, you should get that checked.
Yeah,
Just a bit.
I can tell already that Cyberpunk is going to be one of those games where I played like 80 hours of it and I'm like, I'm still not sure if I like it or not. Which was me with Skyrim, where it's like I sunk. God, how many hours did I sink into Skyrim? I can check. Give me a moment.
Still can't believe that that's
Oh,
like
you.
a AAA game. Like, okay.
Skyrim?
No,
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
Oh, I have no opinions.
I was in a call with my friend Cheapy the other night, and they were telling me about the whole seizure inducing what's it that.
Oh
I had,
yeah.
like,
Oh
I
my
had
god.
no clue about anything about Cyberpunk other than the fact that the game existed and you could customize your unmentionables apparently. So,
Yeah, that was the talking point.
They clip through your pants.
I think only if you're on console. But also, that was a major like marketing point. Like, ooh, you get to do this, but the customization options suck. They suck. They're terrible. There are barely any options at all. Like, come on. If you're gonna say that I can customize everything, I should be able to customize everything.
It's
Anyway.
2020. Anyways, this is why you don't this is why you give your game developers sufficient vacation time and don't make them rush things.
God.
But like,
Cough, cough.
how did they
Be
let
like
that
Super
slip
Giant.
by?
Cough, cough.
Hmm?
I'm just surprised they let that slip by, or maybe they didn't even intend for it to, but like,
I mean, isn't
God,
CDPR? Aren't they Polish?
I don't know.
Let me check. CD Projekt Red is indeed Polish, so they're not really subject to American laws when it comes to labor for that.
Uh,
God, their stock price tanked though. Woof.
Oops.
Yeah, unfortunate. So yeah, there's like a whole class action lawsuit, and it's an entire thing. I would not have bought the game for myself, but because it was bought for me, I will play it, basically. God. Oh, yeah, no, I was looking up how many hours I had in Skyrim. I have 56 hours in Skyrim on, like, the same save, and I still don't know if I enjoy the game. Because
oof.
Bethesda's really good. Open world games, certain open world games are really good at putting in, like, the carrot on the stick bits. They're really good at the haha serotonin go burr when the imaginary numbers go up. And that's how it is with Skyrim. They're very, very good at keeping you playing because, like, the pillars of the game that you go through are quite addictive. But, like, I still don't think I had fun playing during those 56 hours. Yeah, I have a feeling Cyberpunk's gonna be one of those games. Unfortunately.
That fun wasn't even worth it.
I mean, I guess I enjoyed myself on some level. When I say having fun, I mean having fun while interacting with the active, like, gameplay elements, like having fun playing it as a video gaming experience as opposed to just, yeah, I guess I had fun with this from, like, an entertainment perspective. It's like the difference between having fun watching something and not being an active participant versus having fun actually doing the thing, if that makes sense.
I gotcha.
Now, if you really want to have fun with Skyrim, you should replace all the dragons with trains.
Yes.
Oh yes,
it's a
replacing
mod.
Alduin with Thomas the Tank Engine is probably the best thing you can do with Skyrim.
God, there was a guy who I watched who was playing Skyrim and had like a cheese wheel pop up every like few seconds or so, just multiply the amount of cheese wheels that were there.
Very
my
good.
God. Messing around with it. Sometimes with these glitchy, buggy games, the most fun you'll have with them is screwing them up beyond repair.
The most insidious thing that Bethesda ever managed to do was to get people to look at their game-breaking shit and be like, ah, these bugs are endearing. It's just the Bethesda touch, as opposed to, you know, their bugs.
Bethesda
Team.
works. It's not a bug. It's a feature.
So, I was having physics issues when I was playing Skyrim. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? Why am I suddenly getting cratered by, like, you know, dropping an item or picking an item up? Why am I suddenly taking so much damage? So it turns out the way the version of the Gamebryo engine, which is the, like, physics engine that runs Skyrim, the way it works is, and if you've ever watched a speedrun, you probably know this already, but it's based on your frames per second. So because I was playing on my 144 hertz monitor, and I had the option to sync my frame rate to my monitor refresh rate, because I was playing with 144 frames, everything was going faster because the game stuff is based on your frames per second. So that was the reason I was just getting damaged out of nowhere. Good stuff. Awesome stuff. I had to literally go into my graphics card settings and specifically for Skyrim only cap the frame rate at 60 FPS.
Thanks.
Just so I can play the game.
Amazing. Imagine you're walking around and then you suddenly just crumple to the ground because you're moving too smoothly.
That's just college, dude.
It's you walk over to, like, a table, you pick up an item, like everything else like floats ominously on the table because you mess with, like, the collision meshes, and then all of a sudden one of the items glitches out and, like, hits you in the head and you take, like, 2/3 of your health. That was happening to me.
And you just ragdoll on the floor and you still like, oh.
Oh, Why?
By the way, Scott, stay where you belong, you fat bastard. In my freaking memories. Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Oh, pain. Oh, pain. Yep. Transition sandwich. Oh, pain.
This exists, and I
Oh,
love
I
it.
love it.
Fedorov exists, and it's amazing.
Hey, Juno.
Hmm?
Were you aware of the fact that I used to play competitive Team Fortress 2?
Oh no, I was aware.
Okay, good. I was just making sure because I was like, I forget who I tell people things. I assume that people know things about me that to me are obvious, but then
Yeah,
every
yeah.
once in a while I'll get like the whole, you speak Russian? I was like, does everyone not know that? Okay.
Why did I write this in cursive?
Why did you write this in cursive?
It's not bad cursive, it's just, you know... Why did I write it in cursive?
I remember being forced to learn cursive in 3rd grade.
I was about to say, like, imagine, and when I say imagine, I mean us. Imagine being one of the final few people to learn a dying script. You know?
Well, at least my signature is pretty. It's not pretty. It's horrible.
I like writing in cursive, but I get that a lot of people, it's not as necessary as it used to be, so...
I never learned English cursive, but I know Russian cursive because if you write in, you do it in cursive. That's just how it is. You don't
Yeah,
really write,
apparently it's weird if you write in print in Russian.
because the letters aren't really designed. The print letters aren't really designed to be written easily.
They are not.
Yeah, no, they're not.
They are not. God, let me see if I can open the page of me just trying to write in Russian. Fun fact, everyone, I tried to learn some Russian over the break.
You were doing a really good job, especially with pronunciation. You were getting it.
There's some words that are there are some sounds that are just fake and not real.
So, fun fact, but
Yeah.
so there's a critical language development period when you're a small child where you learn to hear certain phonemes. Phonemes being like the smallest sound building blocks of a language.
Right.
If you are not exposed to certain phonemes during that time or shortly, like in that sort of time frame, you just can't really hear them or differentiate between them. So a lot of languages that have very specific tonal shifts, for example, if you're English and you're trying to learn a language that has like the tonal differences in certain vowel sounds, you just can't hear them oftentimes. And so in Russian, there are a few letters that are kind of nigh unpronounceable just because the phoneme isn't really something that you encounter in English at all very often. The particular offender being the letter "ü."
Indeed.
No, you're making it a diphthong. It's not a diphthong. It's just a straight vowel sound. It's a really hard sound for Americans specifically.
You want to know?
to say.
You want to know what the worst thing about it is?
Uh-huh.
In a lot of languages, you can get away with some basic words without ever using that sound. It's the second sound in the word for you.
And the word for you has 2 letters.
And the word for you has 2 letters.
It's just t and ü. It's t.
I hate it.
I'm sorry.
I don't know how I feel.
Good.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
I feel dumb at the same time. I also feel informed.
It's not a bad feeling to have.
What did I name this file?
Oh, I know what that feeling is. It's what I felt entirely throughout my college career.
I mean, it's not the worst feeling to have, you know?
No. No, it is.
Oh, okay. Sorry then, dude. That sucks.
That's
Well, feel free to ask questions about Russian. I'd be happy to provide.
I have a question for God. Why?
Well, languages develop along different branching paths based on the geographical regions that people live in, and so as a result, you have different language families that differ greatly from other language families. So you have the, Slavic language family, which is different from the Romance languages, which is different from the Germanic languages, which is different from, so on and so forth. So a lot of the time it's based on geography. So that is your that is your why.
Thanks God. Very cool.
You're welcome, my child. So yeah, it didn't help that the person that you were learning off of just kind of fucked you over with handwriting.
Because her handwriting was so particular that it was just like, it made some things really hard because I was just like, oh, that's not how you typically write that. That's just how she writes it. Good. And then I ended up having my own bastardized way of writing things.
Which, works out.
Good.
God.
I mean, half of art in itself is just, making shit up and then stylizing it as your own.
God. I mean, that is the nature of handwriting, I guess, in this particular case. That's what I always had to remind myself whenever I'm writing in a language that uses different, symbols, is that it's okay, as long as it's legible and people can tell what you meant to write. It's the same as if you...
Сейчас время для краб. The other fun thing about Russian is that pretty much 99.9% of the time, words are spelled exactly like they're pronounced and vice versa. It's kind of nice. There are some exceptions where it gets a little tricky because there are two letters called, I guess in translation, a soft sign and a hard sign, which modulate the sound of the consonant that precedes them. Which, funnily enough, are actually a recent addition to the language. There's actually a whole lot of language reform going on at the beginning of the 20th century, in the early 1900s. There's actually an entire letter that was just recently added, the yo letter, which is why in a lot of Russian typefaces, if you're reading regular Russian print, you'll notice that the yo isn't there. Instead, it's just the yeah everywhere, which is what looks like an English E. Yo is like the English E, but with two dots over the top. Yeah, you're just sort of expected to know which letter goes in that word. Yeah. That's just kind of a thing that happens, which sucks if you're trying to learn Russian, but once you start picking up on it, it's cool. Anyway, sorry, I get excited when people are interested in my native language.
Okay.
No, it's okay. You're valid.
Thank you.
It's hard to especially identify certain letters or vowels specifically in different languages.
Mm-hmm.
I've just been casually just not even for any particular reason other than the fact that I could. I've been trying to learn hiragana in my passing time, just casually, and unless I'm just missing something, there is no significant identifier for where the vowels are in each individual letter, and it is so fucking difficult.
What do you mean?
How do I put this?
Bro is the Japanese person here.
Well,
as in...
actually Juno is, but I'm
no,
the secondary Japanese person.
We have two Japanese people here. Japanese, not Japanese people, but people who know of Japanese. Yeah.
Don't call me Japanese because Japan has a very, very imperialistic history with Korea.
Yeah. Sorry, it was.
I wasn't mad. I know you were doing a bit.
So yeah, Scott, what do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Right. Okay, so again, maybe it's just because I'm learning this casually and I just don't understand it. In which case, inform me because I'm willing to learn, but
okay.
I guess when I'm looking at You know how there are different like consonants and vowels.
Yeah.
Okay, let me rephrase that. You know how the Japanese syllables are consonants followed by vowels?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just those
sound.
sound. Okay, so here's the thing, Scott. The sounds are associated with the characters.
Yeah.
Just how we have like sounds associated with like our letters, like a, b, k, d, e,
Right.
u, g. I said the alphabet in the wrong order, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
It's the same principle, except instead of like individual phonemes, the characters represent like those those combinations of phonemes. So there's no real visual indicator of like which. There's no like visual indicator like connecting the vowel sound to the consonant sound. You just have to memorize it.
Yeah.
And I guess that's just kind of on me because I'm definitely a visual learner, so that's just a bit more difficult for me by as a
understandable, of
Yeah.
course.
It's like what we did was that we did a I I O. We learned those first, and then
Yep.
we learned ha hi hu he ho. Ha hi hu he ho. I fucking hate it. It's easy when you're saying a word, but it's hard when you like put it alone to say hu.
Yes, because it's like super weird. It's like they use it for both the H. They use like both the H and the F for that one. It's just like
Good, and then tati tute to, kaki kuke ko. And then
Yeah,
you'll get into
basically just-
like modifying those. Like if you see this, assume that it's a little. If you see this next to something, assume it's a little. It's the same thing but harder. So
yeah,
if you
so
see,
that's how you get the d.
it's like if you
sound.
see ta. If you see this, it's da.
Hold on, I need to get into the stream.
Yeah.
That would be very helpful.
I thought you were in the
Bit.
street.
Just a little bit.
Fro's out here drawing diagrams and shit.
Write that down.
Yeah.
Write that down.
This,
All right.
sheet
All right.
sit.
All right. I'm looking.
Okay. It'd be ta chi, because there is no chi. Ta
Yeah.
chi, tsu, teto. T's are weird. Well, the t sound is weird.
Yeah, there's a few. Yeah, there's a few weird ones.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's really just you gotta memorize the
Yeah.
memorize the sounds.
Yeah, this is ta if you just like have it by itself. But if you put this next to it, it's da. So this symbol, the two lines, it makes whatever it is harder.
Mhm.
Because I believe, yeah, in Ka's case, if you see this, it's ga, you know? This will always be
think so,
Ka, but if you put the thing next to it, it's ga. Conversely, if you have something like ha, this is ha. If I put this next to it, it's pa. Like, these will be your indicators for if you need to make it hard or not. It's like when it comes to hiragana, you just kind of have to memorize it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, hold on. No, wait. Okay, yeah. God. Hole. Yeah. It's like an entire... It's gotten to the point where I haven't written a hiragana in so long that I don't always have it memorized for writing, but if I'm reading it, I'm like, yeah, that's what that says.
I think the only saving grace for me is just pronunciation. At the very least, I know how to pronounce the language. I think it helps that, at least to my understanding, at least, the vowels are pronounced very similarly to a lot of other languages. I did take Spanish when I was in high school, and the vowels are, very pronounced very similarly, if not exactly. So, get quiet on me.
Figure out. 'Cause, okay, so here's the thing about a signature I put in a lot of stuff. Some people are like, oh, he wrote the ko wrong, and I'm like, no, I didn't. That's part of the signature. God. But anyway, wait, hold on. Fuck, did I forget my own signature? Did I write the code correctly that time and then just... God dang it. Okay, whatever. I gotta finish the art.
So I'll just look.
Sorry, we derailed your stream with language.
No, I love talking about language. It's fine, but
Half of this
I
just
gotta
looks
make
like
sure I
Hebrew
leave one
to
of these
me.
open so that I remember that this is my Russian.
Half of this looks like hiragana, and half of this looks like the alphabet.
I mean, this is all Russian, so...
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it's
figured
all
that much.
Okay. Yeah, but when it comes to hiragana, you can make tricks to remember it. Like, how I remember ta is because it looks like ta. It looks like a T with a little another letter next to it. So,
Mhm.
Ra, it looks like the god Ra. It's so stupid, but like that's how I remember it. Ka.
You just drew a lamed. That's what you drew.
Listen, my brain for some reason reads this as like a bird. So, but Ka. I'm at a point now where my brain looks at this and it just says that's what Ka looks like. I don't remember what the thing for this was because my brain, like, for some reason looks at it and goes, yeah, if that made a sound, it would be Ka.
Again, I'm looking at half of this and I'm just seeing like this looks this is just the alphabet. When did Japanese suddenly become Hebrew?
Well, the cool thing is I can't read a shit at all of Hebrew. I can only read it if it's been written in the Arabic alphabet.
Whoops.
Like, Scott, you know that I know a little more Hebrew than I should, but like... But you also know that I can't read the symbols, dude.
No, that's fair. It's like I'm like, oh, I can read Hebrew. Oh, cool. Can you pronounce it? Can you read it? No. Or rather, can you translate it? No.
I can read Korean slowly.
God, I
can read
accidentally
Hebrew,
put my
but I can't
computer in
translate
Korean
it.
the other day and I like freaked out.
Oh, it was pain. Oh man.
Like, Alice had to walk me through. I was like, of all the languages I have installed on this computer for it to change to, it changed to the one that I can't even read. Because I installed Korean because I needed to write some stuff in Korean for some art, so I just went ahead and installed the language so I can type it out if I need to. But I was just like, you could have switched back to English, you could have did Japanese, you could have did Russian, and I would have at least been able to have an idea of how to get back to what I was doing. But no, you picked Korean, the one where I can't even tell. I can't tell what symbol is which. It's not even that, like, it's a very structured setup. I just don't know what that structure is, so I just get really frustrated.
It's easy once you learn. Here's the thing, though. Spelling is hell. Because of this one vowel sound. This one vowel sound that I think I've ranted to you about before.
God.
Yeah. So I'll spare you the detail. I'll spare you now. But oh boy.
There is no need to spare me.
But yes, anyways, in that case, okay, so in Korean there are two vowel sounds that make the eh sound, and they look like I can't really show right now because like there's no way for me to show unless I just type them in, and
Hold on. File. No. Actually, I don't need to make a new canvas. I can just do this on this canvas. Boop. Let's pick a font that supports Korean.
I could probably
There we go. This one I picked specifically for that. Okay. Cool. Nice.
Yeah. So see that first, yeah, that very letter right there, the eh sound, like those next to the next to the kyak. That's the
What did I type? Jesus Christ. God damn it. Juno, what
It's
letter
okay,
do I need to press?
I haven't completely memorized my Korean keyboard either.
Okay.
Let me check. Switch. That's English. Hang on. You gotta press the. Yeah. Okay, you gotta press the O key and the P key for the ones that I'm talking about. Yes, those are the bane of my existence. They make the same sound.
Oh.
You have to memorize which words use which of those.
Oh.
Who designed this way? I'm gonna fight frickin' Sejong the Great for this.
Go back in time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back in time. I'm gonna walk up to King Sejong the Great and be like, "Yo, wake it
I
in."
got a bone to pick with you.
You get more.
Oops. Spelled wrong. I really wish I could go back and remind myself how I memorized certain things. Because I'm sitting here like, I've gotten to that point in my language learning journey where I just look at the letter and go, yeah, that's what that says. God.
I mean, yo, same here.
Alright. No, okay, delete it. Thank you. Jesus. Previously in the Fallout AU.
We went on the language tangent, and now we're back in Fallout.
God. How long have we been up? I don't know.
It is Amos 98 minutes ago.
I feel like maybe I should get one more sketch in. I should draw the thing that I sat down to draw in the first place.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, you should.
I like this blue though. I like drawing in this blue, so let's continue drawing in this blue. Good. What the hell's going on? Can someone tell me please? Why I'm switching faster than the channels on TV? I'm black and I'm white. There's something isn't right. My enemy's invisible. I don't know how to fight.
I don't know how to help you with the rest of that, but if you're switching between black and white, you might want to get that checked.
Look against the echo in the mirror. Echo. Oh.
I'm gonna kill James O'Connell.
Is he just being hard to draw again?
When is he ever not hard to draw?
God. When no one's drawing him.
His design
Well, maybe if
isn't
he was
even that
easier to
complex.
draw, more people would draw him.
His design isn't even that complex.
It's just
It's hard to draw
I-
a picture
I
of
don't-
James and have it look like James, if that makes any sense.
yes.
I
It's hard to
get it.
stay on model or to capture the vibe. Also, hi V. Look at all these people showing up. That's so nice.
I should probably look out how stitches work before I already covered up where the gore would be because I didn't want to draw it on stream. For myself, definitely I'll do it later, but
Totally fair.
I don't want YouTube being like, only My Little Pony gore is allowed on YouTube. Thank you."
Oh.
Whew.
But I
Oh,
just-
that sentence came from me like a lead pipe to the knees. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Am I the only person that has this problem on YouTube.com? Because every
I'm
time
not
I
gonna
look
say
up a
you're the
speed paint,
only
I
person.
only get My Little Pony gore.
I can't say I've ever had that happen.
Bro, what have you been watching to get this
Yeah, I
recommended
was
to you?
gonna say.
Nothing.
Question to what and how?
Nothing. I just look up. I watch a lot of speed paints, and none of them are My Little Pony related ever.
That is super weird.
But like for
Actually-
years, all I've gotten is My Little Pony gore, and FNAF
The
stuff.
algorithm is assigned you. I don't know what it assigned you, but it assigned you something.
I am.
YouTube is at it
I
again.
am afraid.
It's like no, I get recommended My Little Pony gore like constantly. So
I am so sorry.
like, hey, I redrew my gore from 3 years ago. Yeah, I remember that video from 3 years ago that I didn't watch and still got recommended. But you did get better at art, so good for you.
Good on you. Smiles uncomfortably.
I mean, like, hey, draw what you want, have fun, but like, Jesus,
Like, how are you getting so much of this in particular?
Mm-hmm.
good. It's like, why is it in my recommendeds?
YouTube is just weird sometimes.
Correct.
You never know. You never know when you're gonna be in that weird part of YouTube again.
So my brain was just like, hey, are you being self-indulgent or does yes, the text actually does say his shirt has been removed at this point. And yes, I know he's been ghoulified. That doesn't fucking matter.
Listen, it's not my fault the fandom collectively decided that he was husband material.
It's not your fault.
I just
The
live
fandom
here, you
just
know.
has good taste.
It's 90% personality, and I'm a little flattered by that, so... He is husband material. I would marry him if he was not already getting married to you. in 2021.
Yeah, sorry, he's taken. Kidding. Keep walking, sweaty. March 13th, 2021, baby. God. Let me look up a goal so I can get this right.
So earlier today, Dora the Explorer being 5'2" was trending on Twitter, and like considering that there was like this weird preteen Dora thing that happened like 7 years ago, I wasn't surprised by this number. But from the number of people who were, I think people forgot that existed.
I think they
Well,
did,
why was
and
it
also
trending in the first
5'2",
place?
honestly, for like, how old is she now? I don't think she's still 5. I think she is, in fact, a preteen in the canon.
Here's my
So-
question: why was it trending in the
Hold
first
up.
place?
Dora the Explorer.
Like, I'm pretty sure
Uh,
Google might be using her initial art, but I know for a fact that they did, in fact, do an older Dora show.
Yeah, they did. They did that. Yeah, they definitely did that. The Explorer Girls, if I recall.
Really? Okay.
And Dora and Friends was indeed 7 years ago.
Hello,
Again.
Darby. Bro is streaming right now.
Oh,
Hi, Derby.
cool. Hi.
Yeah, and you're welcome to stick around. Of course.
Yeah. We are
Dora
live on
is-
YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, hi
Dora-
everybody.
Yes. Anyways, Dora is indeed 10 years old as of Dora and Friends Into the City.
5'2" for a 10-year-old is not weird.
Yeah, that's not. That's
again-
not
It's
weird.
not.
That's not weird.
Again, here's my question though. Why was it trending to begin with, though?
Why is
Like,
anything
Because
trend?
occasionally people just somebody tweets something and everybody goes what, and then they all tweet it. It's stupid. Never take the Twitter trending as one what people actually care about, or two, like a it's not really, especially since the trending for everybody is a little different. Most of my trending is basketball, so
Yeah.
like most of what's on my main trending page, not the sports page, is all basketball related. I have no idea what's going on. Sorry, I'm very like uppity about this because somebody tried to use their trending tweets the other day to say that other people don't care about what's going on anywhere else in the world, and I'm just like, I didn't get that on my trending. It's still not on my trending. I don't know.
Y'all
like-
know those are tailored, right?
Yeah, those are indeed tailored.
Like they were just like, why is Dream SMP trending above this terrible thing that happened in Croatia? I'm just like,
Says a lot
several
more about
reasons,
your browsing
honestly.
habits than mine.
There are several reasons that is why that is happening. Stop blaming teenagers for having fun. That's really how I took that at that point.
Yeah.
God. It was phrased something like, you guys are part of the problem, and I was like, shut up.
Fuck off.
One, the people you're complaining about don't have money. They can't send any. They don't have money and they can't vote. Those are the people you're shitting on.
Which channel are you streaming on?
I'm streaming on my my YouTube.
YouTube.
Do you have a link?
Yeah, I'll grab it for you.
Thank you.
In the end call.
I've gotten to the point of this where I'm just like, how do I the thing without?
Scott, what did you send me? Let me check.
I don't know what kind of expression to pull here.
Horny.
No.
Still, no, not. Definitely
Like-
not.
Like that kind of crooked smirk with that one eyebrow down.
Listen, Darby.
The man has had his abdomen shredded open at this point. Okay? He's
that's
stitching himself
context.
back together.
It's like,
Yeah,
yes, I
that's-
did in fact make this a little
Oh.
too horny on main, but I didn't intend to.
Well,
never mind.
considering that the morphine didn't work on him, slight pain.
Okay.
At the very
Um,
least. Used to it, has done this before, but still fucking hurts.
Yeah, I was just like, how do I get the right amount of pain in here?
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Man.
that like pained expression that the freaking dude in Carrie Elwes's character in Quest for Camelot, he's like singing as he has a stomach wound, like that.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
an
yeah,
expression.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Singing through the pain because cartoon musicals.
So have any of you been like awake while you got stitches done?
Oh no.
Oh,
No.
no, I haven't. I don't want to.
Because it's a very interesting experience, let me tell you. So,
Don't.
continuing the trend of why do you know this Outlaws? Shh, don't worry about it. Anyway, so I had to get some minor stitches done. It wasn't anything big deal. I'm fine, etc., etc. But they numbed the area, but they didn't numb the area like entirely. So I did indeed get the sense memory. I now have that sense memory in my bank of what it feels like to have stitches done. It does hurt like a bitch. It kind of sucks. Partially, Okay, it doesn't hurt so much as the feeling is really strange, like the tugging feeling. It's really bizarre. I don't know the best way to describe it. Also, stitches are done like individually. So you do like one
Yeah.
stitch and you tie it off, and then you do the next stitch and you tie it off. So that's how those work.
Thought it was like lacing shoes.
God, yeah, no. Because the stitches they tend to dissolve at different times. Anyway, it's a whole thing. So, and I just want to let you all know that I was laying there on the table. Sergeant's working on me, you know, we're having some small talk, we're chatting a little bit about like cello music or something. I don't know. It sucked because I wanted to watch, but it was in a place where I couldn't watch, which sucked. Anyway, but I'm just lying there looking at the ceiling and I'm just like, man, this is really gonna inform my acting because one of these days, one of my characters is gonna have to get stitched up while they're conscious, and it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
But I now have this experience in my memory banks, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Is it weird of me to think that? Don't
No,
know,
not at
don't
all.
care. It'd be like that.
Hey, sometimes you gotta think positive.
You know what, but if I'm ever in a situation where I need to field dress a wound for myself, I think I think I'm gonna like think of you and be like, thank you. I would have done it shoelace style if not for Atlas.
God, and
And
that
regretted
would've
it.
sucked. Because it would be so hard to keep the tension right on your
Yeah, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
Makes total sense. Now I know. One at a time.
yep.
God. I just
Every call with me is just, why do you know this? Sorry.
No, I had my canine teeth pulled out while I was awake.
Ooh,
When I was like younger, getting braces. They were the baby teeth, but they were still in there. They just had to make room for the braces, and they're like, oh, these will come out anyway. So yeah, nothing really big lost. But yeah, I remember like the tugging and the internal scraping sounds and feelings.
Oh, right? Because like all the way up your jaw, it's real weird.
Like
You
I
know.
was numbed up, but yeah.
Oh
I was
god,
awake.
they had to so one of my teeth got broken and like
Really?
I got pushed into a wall. And my tooth broke in half.
Mhm.
And see, being the child I was just like, I don't want to walk around like this. It wasn't really a pain issue. It was a I don't want to walk around with half of my tooth missing kind of thing.
Yeah, totally.
So I went to the dentist the next day, and they were like, so we're just gonna have to remove the nerve. And I'm like, you sure? And they were like, yeah, no, we're just gonna remove your nerves. And I was like, okay. We're gonna give you a fake second half to this tooth, don't worry, but we're gonna pull the nerves out while we're at it. And I'm like, okay. And the thing is, I told them multiple times I can still feel that.
Ugh.
They kept going, wait, you can still... I'm like, yeah, I can... They're like, we can't... There's literally nothing else we can do, dude. We got... It's like, if we do anything more than what we already did, it's gonna be really bad, so you're gonna have to kind of just sit through this.
I'm gonna put this in an end call, bro. Was it like this at the dentist? What they were doing to you?
God. Oh no. I hate that.
Ooh, really hate that. Thank you. God bless.
Yeah, the picture, for those who were wondering, it was a Ren and Stimpy cartoon where Ren didn't brush his teeth, and so his teeth fell out, but he couldn't earn any money from the tooth fairy because they were all just dust. So he was told that if he pulls out his tooth nerve endings and puts them under a pillow, he'll get money that way. So there's a whole scene with him tweezering out his tooth nerve endings, and it's so gross and disturbing.
Ren and Stimpy really was fucking wild. Ugh.
You know, so first of all, I'm being summoned, but also just as an excuse to escape this fucking conversation, I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
All right, later, Scott. Thanks
Oh.
Thanks for
Tuning
coming,
in.
Scott.
Alright, have a good night, guys. Love y'all.
Love you too, man. Bye.
Bye.
I need a chest, god damn it.
Like treasure or the part where the nipples are on the body?
The latter.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh.
I believe this is the man I recognize.
Is it Hancock?
Hold on, this is on Amino, so it's gonna be hard to get this image.
You're valid. I appreciate what they did with the Fallout 4 ghouls, but man, I grew up with the Fallout 3 and New Vegas ghouls, so I'm just like, I need more exposed muscle. Yep, that's Hancock.
Okay.
Knew it.
I'm like, I recognize this man.
I just grew up with the older style ghouls, so I see the Fallout 4 ghouls and I'm like, you need more exposed muscle and flaking skin. Sorry, sweaty.
God. Me draws the basic human anatomy on there. Me, oh yeah, you're gonna have to remove that in a sec. God.
It's just a canvas to work with for now. It'll be guts later.
Yep.
God, I purposefully covered the actual cuts for the sake of the stream.
Oh, okay.
Those are for me for later.
For context, for context, I have established a Fallout New Vegas AU for the Call of Cthulhu characters, and I wrote a fic for it. And in said fic, it is Kit, Ghoul Mercenary, escorting his charge through a building while they're scavenging, and unfortunately he misses a trap and gets a nice little grenade bouquet to the abdomen, which fun times. Because I read in the Fallout wiki that it's like ghouls need like twice the chems in order to feel any effects from them, and I was like, oh, that is interesting, as we say.
So you're basically roll.
Yeah, basically. So it's like I guess I need to write an injury fic where like that comes into play, because I find that idea fascinating, where it's just like the physiology is just completely fucking different. How do you deal with that? Like, how do you teach someone about that? So yeah, this is a scene from said fic, so there you go.
Right on. New Vegas is a great game.
It really is. I've been playing through it in character as my Call of Cthulhu character, but shh.
Oh, fun.
Just been playing games.
Just been. Or is your character also a ghoul?
Yeah, I've established that my character, if he was in the Fallout universe, he would be like an old world ghoul who's been around since like the bombs dropped, because it just makes sense. Makes sense.
It just makes sense.
Yeah, the first game I played in character as Kit was Doom Eternal, so that was fun.
Yeah.
That was its own
Rip and tear.
adventure. Somehow broke into, let me explain this random anime to you while you're playing Doom Eternal.
Well, you see, this is all happening because the demons killed his pet rabbit, but let me reiterate, plot really doesn't matter. So
Yeah.
anyway, let me tell you more about the lore of Doom, but remember, none of it matters.
God.
It was a whole thing.
Yeah. How long had that storyline, that piece of the story, been out that he was on this rampage because the demons killed his pet rabbit?
Oh god, that's been, I think that was ever since Doom
original.
1, it was in the pamphlet, yeah.
Is this what inspired John Wick?
Okay,
because
so
it's
I'm not...
the same thing.
My straight up
Going on
a
response
rampage.
was, this is just John Wick with a rabbit.
Uh-huh.
Not wrong. Hello.
Who that be?
Hello, it is Xander. Welcome back, Xander.
Word up.
Welcome back, Xander.
He is muted.
I am muted. Fuck.
There you go.
You're no longer muted.
I am no longer muted. Bro still streaming.
Bro is still streaming.
Stream. Oh Jesus, whose pecs are those?
Who do you think?
I asked the same question.
That
Bro is getting married.
Oh, that's Kit. Is it? Wow, Kit's got big tits.
Hey man,
I will
got
make them
big
smaller.
titties.
may I refer you to Kit's strength score?
That's a fair point.
People be forgetting because he be wearing a sweater.
Okay,
Yeah.
he may not be James levels of beef, but like he was a soldier. He keeps in
Oh,
shape.
yeah.
Like he's
Oh,
still
yeah.
got a little bit of beef to him, my man.
Oh yeah.
Also,
oh,
cool. So beef is more exposed than it would be on regular.
Yeah, that's...
Exposed beef.
Exposed beef is the name of my ska band.
Fuck you.
Thank you and good night.
I'm currently sitting here debating if I want. See, I already own for like 2, maybe 3 years. I have owned Dark Souls 3 for my PS4, and I've never played it.
Play it. It's good.
I know. Hold on. Let me finish. And now I'm sitting here like I still own Dark Souls 3 for PS4, and I just don't play my PS4 very often, so I'll probably play it at some point. But if it's on sale for $15 on Steam, should I just buy it on my computer?
I mean,
If you're actually gonna
Why
play it,
not?
why not?
Like, I'll probably play it on my computer. I mean, like, fucking Alice, you sent me a controller, so I might as well just use it.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, might as well.
it's more accessible and also open to mods like the Stenders mod, which I recently played a few months ago, and it like a really well done. It just feels like doing a familiar adventure in a brand new way, like lots of new weapons and new spells, and like armor has like stat buffs and stuff. So yeah, like I definitely recommend the PC version.
I am currently
Audible.
buying it.
Cool.
It has to be done.
Yes. Also, I need to actually buy Fallout 4 because Steam won't let me accept your gift until I have Fallout 4.
Oh,
in
I
my
thought you already
library.
had it. I thought you
No.
mentioned you already had it. Oh,
No.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
I must have misheard you then.
It's okay. It just means now I have this this gift sitting in my like messages
Oh.
that I can't activate until after I've bought. I mean, it's like $4 right now. I mean, like
Yeah, like why the fuck
that's
not?
that's the only reason I'm buying Fallout 4. Period, because it's $4 right now.
Oh yeah,
Just
heck
Fallout.
yeah.
And also, Far Harbor is absolutely worth a playthrough.
Yeah,
100%.
it's
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Far
totally.
Harbor is the only good thing about Fallout 4, so I've heard.
Nick Valentine,
Um,
thank you very much.
Oh, of course,
Oh,
Nick
yeah,
Valentine.
totally.
No, like,
Valentine's my
yeah.
favorite character in that game.
God
Yes.
save.
It's a fucking shame he can't be romanced.
Tragedy.
No, I hate Fallout 4, but I need to buy it because it's like $4. God, Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 are just garbage games.
Yeah, I think my favorite's New Vegas.
I mean, same. And obviously, you're a man of taste, so
No.
yes.
I never got through all of Fallout 4. I got to the sciencey place. Oh, that's all I'll say for folks.
Uh,
The
yes.
Institute, yes.
Thank you. Yeah, and
So-
that's kind of why I stopped playing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like as I've for whatever reason, Alice and I have been talking a lot about Fallout 4 this week. Who looks at stream? But specifically how, like, you know how in the beginning, it's an old enough game. I don't mind spoiling the fucking
Alright.
opening. Like, you know, in the beginning, it's like, oh yeah, it's before the war, and then the bomb drops, you go into your little vault, and then hundreds of years pass.
Yeah.
Because you're in cryostasis. I am so firmly of the opinion that because Bethesda are cowards, it would have already been better if you go through imagine this, if you will, Darby. Let me lead you this. You go through the process of character creation, right? You do all that, you customize your appearance, all that fun stuff. You go through all of this, opening bit, and then you get to the part where the bombs drop, but you don't get in the bunker. You are outside. You get turned into a ghoul.
Yeah. That'd be
And
awesome.
here's where here's how you bridge like the hundreds of years gap to bring you up to the current Fallout timeline is you are a feral ghoul, and then for like whoever knows how long, and then a fucking NPC comes along, something happens to you, and you regain your sanity and wake up.
That'd be a wonderful storyline, man. That'd
And
be a
so
really
like
good one.
so I mean, obviously it's like, oh, your character decision is automatically overruled. However, you could easily introduce a dynamic like ghoul system essentially that like took your character creation decisions in the maker and then builds a ghoul around those rough approximate features, so
Yeah,
it's still kind of what you had in mind.
Yeah.
And then just tell no one that you're playing a ghoul.
Yeah.
Like
That's a
that, I
brilliant-
think. Yeah, I think that would have been significantly better than what they did.
I just want to be able to play as a ghoul, cowards.
That would
Yep.
be
I don't
cool.
care. I just want the option. Let me play as a ghoul or a super mutant. Cowards. They're the
Cowards.
interesting parts. Ugh.
That's a really good idea. Like, send that in. Like, hey, Bethesda.
I will BRB. I'm gonna go grab my credit card.
One day I will master proportion and understand how big a thing needs to be. Did I draw this on the same fucking layer?
Oh no.
No, I just
Oh,
on the
no.
same layer. Okay, that's better. That's
Okay.
a lot more palatable than having drawn everything on the same layer. Because it wouldn't have been devastating, because, like, they're far away from each other, but it
Yeah.
still a bother, you know?
So, while we're talking about Fallout, by the way, I think it's very important to talk about how I am a lifelong modder idealist in that I've always wanted to make mods, but I have zero skills with which to make mods. So I have like a million mod ideas gathered over the years. And one of them was I wanted to make a mod for New Vegas, which had to do with an entire ghoul civilization. That, you know how, because like Caesar's Legion is like took inspiration from the Romans?
Yeah.
Okay, ghoul civilization faction that took inspiration from the Greeks.
Okay, I'm here for it.
And you have some ghouls who are pretending to be Greek gods because they're immortal.
That's interesting.
I fucks with that.
But this led to a whole thing which was about I wanted to resurrect the Master from Fallout 1.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, I mean, that was back in the day. So I went, because I'm like, that would be stupid. But I had this whole fucking thing planned out, and I'm like, man, if only I actually had, like, you know, the skills with which to be a modder. Sad.
I mean, there's a way to cultivate those skills, but
I'm at that age where it's harder to learn new things, and I'm too tired all the time.
Bitch, you in your 20s.
Yeah, and I'm tired all the time.
The 20s, I remember those. Those are fun.
Yeah. You're an old man, we know.
I'm like, I'm sorry, it just gets worse from here, my dude. You gotta start now.
No, I will not be starting. The only thing I'm starting now is German lessons. And learning new languages is already hard enough when you're in your 20s.
Yeah, they freaking right, dude.
I forgot the exact age when your brain is harder to it's harder for you to learn new things.
it's like,
It's like
oh.
what?
Well,
Like
it depends,
15
because the
or something like
critical period for languages is actually like, I think 4 years of age.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, no, it's like around 4. It's like it gets harder from after you're 4 years old to learn new languages. I think it's like sometime in your teens, it becomes a lot harder to learn new skills. For which for me is a tragedy because I would love to play an instrument, and like having my attempts to having learned to play instruments, man, my body is just it is the hardest square one because my body has the hardest time adapting to like playing instruments. So I'm like, man, if I want to learn, I'd have to like really like do like hand exercises. Like if I wanted to play the guitar, God, I would have to increase the flexibility in my hand by a lot. Because I've just, yeah, so it's just unfortunate. I'm a dumbass. I played the cello in middle school, and I was like, this is boring, and I quit. And me as an adult, I'm like, why did you quit playing the cello? The cello sounds awesome. God.
My partner knows how to
Just
play the
built
cello. Sorry, I just...
And
Whew. Hit me out of
Band
nowhere
from
with
your
that
own.
one, thank you.
Was it really out of nowhere?
It wasn't out of nowhere, but it was a little unexpected. I was not expecting...
Oh,
the
right,
different-
especially since I refuse to say the phrase most of the time.
Correct, yes.
Precision
Correct.
built different strike. God. I'm not gonna be self-indulgent with this image. I said being as self-indulgent as literally possible.
Good. Let the indulgence flow through you.
Ooh, I did not want to do red. That is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to keep to my nice blues. But now my red is not red. God damn it. Oh, wait. It's because I'm on the layer that the red was on. Okay, I'm just dumb. Imagine being stupid.
I don't need to imagine. It's my lived
Don't you-
experience,
don't
baby.
you dare talk about my friend Atwas like that. I'll kill you.
parkour. Have you ever heard of just saying parkour in inappropriate places? That's how you live as
God.
But the thing is, everyone usually understands when I say parkour in an inappropriate place what I actually mean by parkour.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Is it like a catch-all term, or is it just something that means the same thing all the time?
It actually does mean the same thing every time. It's just that under different circumstances, it has different implications. If that makes any sense. Like every
I
time
missed
I
the
say
first part of that, I'm
parkour, I
sorry.
mean as though I'm going through. It means I'm going through a ton of hoops.
Oh, nice.
So
That's a good
like,
term.
if I say me trying to sleep at night, waking up at 4 in the morning, parkour.
God.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm installing Dark Souls 3 on my computer.
Heck yeah.
Very good. Excellent.
Which it is a travesty that I haven't played this game yet because I'm like Darby and I have talked at length about the Soulsborne games.
Oh yeah, he shared
Um,
those Bloodborne comics with me.
Aren't they good?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool. Nice,
Now we
nice
just need to
stories.
get a confirmation that Bluepoint is adapting it for the PC,
That'd be
and
nice.
then we can finally get Atlas to play it.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Yeah,
One
it's
of
a
these
bummer when they
days,
do
Brad.
exclusives like that.
Mm-hmm. Which makes no sense because like none of the other games are exclusives.
Yeah. Well, now Demon Souls is.
Well, yeah, I mean that was a because they were doing the whole like next gen thing and
Yeah. I think it was
Sony
the
had a
same
pretty
thing
firm
with
grab on it.
Bloodborne, right? Like, it was a
Was it?
it was a
Was it a
pretty
re-
early title.
Was it a release title for PS4? Hold on.
It was
I don't know if it was released, but it
PS4.
was early on because
Early.
they patched a whole bunch of shit into it because it used to have a huge loading screen problem. Or just
Yeah.
loading problem.
Oh, it had a massive loading screen problem. I know. I played through that.
Mhm.
um, okay, so Bloodborne came out. Okay, so yeah, like Bloodborne came out like a year and a half ish after the PS4 release. So yeah, it was one of those early titles. Which fun fact, Bloodborne was the first game I ever bought for PS4 before I owned a PS4.
Nice.
Cool.
I bought Bloodborne, and I didn't
In
own a PS4.
preparation
I
for
bought it
getting
because I was
something
like,
to
when
play.
I get a PS4, I will play this.
Cool.
I was spending like I think 2 weeks at a friend's house in California who had a PS4, didn't have Bloodborne. I went to a GameStop, bought Bloodborne, spent almost that entire 2 weeks playing Bloodborne on my friend's PS4,
Wonderful.
and then much later got a PS4.
I feel
Nice.
you. Sometimes you just
Yeah.
gotta.
Yeah, I like the game that much.
Heck yeah.
And it all I literally remember this vividly as I obviously I won't spoil anything because Atlas here will one day play, but I beat the last boss. I'll put air quotes around that for those who understand, and took me like I think like 20 plus tries, and I was furious, and I killed the boss, and I spiked my controller at the ground and screamed, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, suck my dick." And there
Yeah.
were children around me. So, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like that sometimes.
Yeah, it do. It really do.
You really do be like that sometimes.
I had a friend in high school who was like, I still remember this very fondly. It's just one of the most gracious things a friend has ever done for me. It was like the week after the PS3 had released, or and freaking Metal Gear Solid 4 came out. It might have been a launch title as well. My friend had gotten the PS3 that like Christmas, and I couldn't afford one. We didn't have one. So like a week after he had played the game, he allowed me to borrow his PS3 for like a whole like extended weekend and play through Metal Gear Solid 4. I was like, wow, you're letting me do this? You just got this thing. I know you want to play it all day, like for the rest of the month, but yeah, I don't know. That thought just came to mind. It's just a really nice
It's a
thing.
sweet story.
Sweet
Yeah.
story.
This is bullshit, and I hate
It's a
it.
fun weekend.
I'm at the point
Sometimes
where I'm
you
trying to
just-
remember how art works. Honestly,
God, valid. Also, sometimes you just have to draw something that you've never drawn before, and it's just gotta happen. So, like, fuck. That's me all the time.
I'm
It's
not
just
even
like,
really having that problem right now.
No?
No. Because part of me, okay, I will just be outwards and honest here. If I were drawing straight gore, that would actually be way easier than what I'm trying to do right now.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like, I've done that. I've done a lot of that. That's not new to me. This is one of those cases where I'm just like, I'm trying to cover it, but still make it clear it happened, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. Implying things takes so much more effort than just showing the thing.
Alice, I'm sending you a thing I think you might appreciate.
Listen, there are a lot of layers to this. I love the fucking Jethro Tull t-shirt. It just good shit. Good shit.
I'll show the in call as well. Just 'cause
Please do. Please do. See, I know there's a whole thing with like puzzles and shit, and I am always willing to be because trying to solve a riddle or a puzzle in a live audio speaking format is so much more difficult than if everything is written down. So there's that.
Yeah. It's a cigarette in a glass of
Okay,
wine.
but consider, instead of a riddle from a children's coloring book, an unlocked door.
Yeah. Yeah. Been there many times.
Hold on, let me see.
Listen, I
Hey!
Bro, why are you saying hey? You've never had a problem with this.
No. Okay, I've been the party before.
Okay,
I will
In this
provide-
particular case, it's me going like, actually, I think if we try to walk in that door, there is in fact a barrier in front of it, but we still spent 30 minutes arguing about opening.
Oh yeah, that's fair. You do get the clown corner for that one.
Why? Okay, because I'm sitting here like, actually, I don't think we can get in that door even if we wanted to, but we still spent 30 minutes.
30 minutes debating about approaching a door.
Instead of me straight up just saying, I don't think we can get through that door, I really did let that go on for 30 minutes, and I'm so sorry.
You did. I think fondly back to the Descent into Avernus game I run for you, Adwis.
Yes.
And the very first session, the puzzle I gave you guys, and it was by no means a hard puzzle. It was telegraphed, and it was still just like 30 minutes of the party trying different tactics and it not working.
The first session? Oh yeah, the archway. Yep.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yep. I don't think you guys have had any other issues.
No, I opened up the notes. I'm scrolling through, and out of context, this jumped out at me. We murder the hell out of the cannibal.
Yep. We murder
Yep.
Yep. Yes, you did. Yes, you did in fact murder the hell out of that cannibal. God. And you guys have
people were really out here about to like eat the blood, and me and Ty are just sitting over here like, nasty.
God.
Do not.
Bro, this is the first time I've looked at your like doing the art on the Discord site. It's like, oh, you are like working around a lot, aren't you?
Yeah.
I've just been watching it on YouTube. It's like now I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
God.
sitting here trying to. Oh, that's a normal layer. I normally do a multiply layer. Fuck.
Ah.
Whoops.
Okay, that means I need to just remove everything and put it all in a folder. But that does make things make more sense. Okay, because I was just like, why can't I see this under my shading? I say normally doing a low opacity layer, but this is just a straight up regular layer. Okay. Continue. Sorry.
Pro bro.
I'm an artist, I swear.
Yeah, you are totally. Like I'm watching you in your element. This is awesome. I know very little about how this works.
Now let's make this and a multiply layer. Now I can see. Okay. There we go. Man, I love that you can't see blood on black. That always makes me happy. And by that I mean I tend to not use black because in these types of illustrations because I cannot see. Because
The blue.
I always cheat and use a dark gray for similar reasons, or like a really dark blue.
gotta make that a little more muted. There we go.
It has been several days, Alice, and I'm still thinking about Pathologic 2.
Good.
God.
Excellent. It's the type of game that you
That
should
game's-
think about.
Well, yes, the anxiety and stress is still sticking with me.
Mm-hmm.
God. Oh, from Darby's muttering, I assume he does not know anything about Pathologic
Yeah.
2.
No, not at all. It
Do you
looks
know
like-
anything about Pathologic 1?
No.
Okay. Ooh, even better. Go off, Xander.
No. You're the expert. Go off.
I'm not the expert.
You're the one that
Okay.
actually played the games, Xander.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
I'm the one who actually played the game, but like to be fair, you sounded like you were an expert.
Oh, I did a lot of research. I watched a bunch
Yeah.
of shit. I never played it because that's not the type of game that I personally find enjoyable to play. So
You fucker, you tricked me. You tricked me into
No, I
playing this game. You tricked me into playing this game. I blame you.
I just said I was like, oh, I think this vibe would be up your alley, and was I wrong?
Okay. You shut the fuck up. Anyway. So Pathologic was a Russian game that came out in like 2008. That was an RPG that is question mark set in a post-apocalypse question mark. I don't know. It's never confirmed, but it's weird. You're in a fucking what I can only describe as a middle of nowhere.
Yeah, the pictures make me think of like Silent Hill-ish.
Yeah, town. Now the original game, there were like 3 different playable characters, and they all had their own stories. Pathologic 2 is a remake / kind of like overhaul of Pathologic 1, focusing on currently one story. So I mean, like yeah. Anyway, so Pathologic 2 came out this year, or no, like this year or last year? Was it
Last year, I believe.
last year? Okay.
Yeah.
2019.
Man.
Well, how do I describe this adequately? So, you're in a town, and there's a plague, and you have 12 days to cure it before the game ends. And it is a 100% resource management game because...
May I insert one singular phrase?
Please.
Slavic Steppe Suffering Simulator.
There's a lot of scarcity. And one mechanic that I hated above all else, in that I mean to say is like when I say I hate it, I don't mean it's like, oh, this is a bad mechanic. No, it works. It's stressful. The days get shorter as each day passes, so it's like time speeds up as you play. So you have less and less time to get things done, and more often than not, you have quests where you need to be in 2 places at once, but you can't be in 2 places at once. So it's just like you're making a bunch of choices and suffering and stress all the time and trying not to let a lot of people. It was fun, man. A hell of a game to play in 2020.
Yeah.
You know where to go to get some cold hard anxiety.
Yes, it is very literally anxiety the
Shoot that
game.
anxiety straight into my arm.
It is a
Yes.
very powerful game.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'll say that.
yes, very stressful. But on the subject of RPGs, obviously we've been discussing Fallout New Vegas here, as this whole AU is to prove.
Yeah.
But, and I recently watched a whole video essay about this, and I agree with it. Man, if you haven't played Disco Elysium, it's a great
Yeah,
fucking game.
It's one I'm.
I need to get back
looking
into
play
it, but I've
soon.
not had the correct vibe recently.
Yeah,
AKA,
it's kind of where
I've been
been.
feeling like shit recently, so I know I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I can't play Disco Elysium. It's gonna make me feel more like shit, and that would be
God.
a not good thing.
Uh-huh.
So, no,
It
trust
is-
me, I'm waiting.
Yes, it is. It is. Well, the video I watched had a very clickbaity title, but it actually backed up the argument, which was
Which YouTuber?
Oh God, let me look at my history. I just
Thanks.
remember finding
Jacob
it.
Geller, maybe. He
I
Or,
don't.
Or something?
Hold on, I'm looking it up. I don't think it was Jacob Geller because I just finished watching a Jacob Geller video.
I think I might have been thinking of Kentucky Route
it's-
Zero. That's one I've been meaning. to
Which
play.
It's also a great game. That is basically if the next great American novel was a video game.
Yeah.
No, it's a video by Ragnar Rocks.
Oh, yes,
That's awesome.
yeah,
I just watched one of his things
Yeah,
yesterday. For the first
he has a
time.
video.
The kid
Yeah,
was blowing up.
the video thumbnail says why Disco Elysium is literally the best CRPG. And it's such a clickbaity title. But no, I fully agree that I think Disco Elysium is the best CRPG that's ever been made.
What does the C stand for in CRPG?
Computer role playing game.
Okay, like Fallout.
Ooh,
Yeah.
did you, Xander, have you ever taken a look at Darkwood?
Oh, you know what? I've seen that for years, and I've never played it though. I've always wanted to
Okay.
get it.
Once more, Slavic horror simulator.
Yeah,
but
I've
heard
seen.
very good things about it, and
It is on
it
$5,
feels
so
like
I really-
you would fuck with it. So, and
Yeah,
I've been pretty good with thinking of games that you would fuck with recently. So,
You have been. No, I've been wanting to get Darkwood for a while, and it's on sale for $5. I might as well get it. But and I
Steam
like.
sale is just a horror on Xander's wallet, huh?
Oh, it is. It is every winter Steam. I dropped $100 on games like 2 years ago during the Steam sale, and I bought like all of the Nancy Drew games.
oh, that's right. Fuck, I forgot.
I have a plan, and I've had this plan for 2 years. Which is I need to play through all the Nancy Drew games in sequential order, and I did the first one. I need to do the others. And I want to. I've got to stream more often on my own channel because it's just fun to whip out and just play a mystery point and click adventure game. No, Darkwood specifically, I've had my own for a while, ever since it was like an early access game. But mostly because I do like horror games, but I hate cheap jump scares. And from what I understand, from what I read, Darkwood has no jump scares. It's
Mhm.
all just environmental horror, and it's just like, oh, the tension.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. One day. But right now, I'm installing Dark Souls 3 because,
Yay!
yeah, because I like me some Soulsborne.
You might enjoy Hellblade. Senua's
Oh,
Sacrifice.
I played it on stream with Kristen.
Cool. Yeah.
You played
I'm
Hellblade
looking
and
for-
Kentucky Route Zero on streamer, Kristen.
I did. And Hellblade was fucking awesome. Loved that game. I'm looking forward to the sequel.
Yeah. The trailer is awesome.
Yeah, it
Highlight.
was.
Why am I
Um,
adding details to this? Why do I hate myself?
Huh. Yeah, this looks really good. The Darkwood.
Mhm.
I like the art.
I've been getting back into
Setting.
Stardew Valley lately, which is wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, because 1.5 just dropped recently. Like,
Yeah,
what,
but like,
a week ago?
yeah, but I can't access any of the 1.5 content. I started a new save file because like I haven't played in so long,
Yeah.
and like
yeah.
all of the new content is like late game content.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm fine just starting a new game because I'm like, riding in and out, having a good time.
Stardew. See how much it costs on the Nintendo store.
Stardew on the Switch was the single most dangerous purchase I've ever made on the Switch. Because the ability to play that game wherever I go is if my computer was a time sink, oh boy, did I play it heavy on the Switch. Like I played it everywhere when I was working in New York City. God, terrible idea. Terrible idea.
So you're telling me I should get Stardew on my Switch?
Yes.
I've never played Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley it's a great game and I have a lot of fun playing it, but it also does the thing where it's like, yes, it makes the serotonin go burr, because it's got a really, I don't want to say insidious, but it's got a really clever way of keeping you playing, which is everything new happens at the beginning of the next day, and each day is like 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
And so it's just like I wake up, it's so fast to just, check on my crops and check the weather and check my luck, and then by the time you do that, you're invested, and so it's very easy to sink a lot of time to Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is one of my depression games.
Yeah.
So like,
a lot of people's depression games.
Yeah. It's like
It's also
Stardew
one of
Valley and
those-
Minecraft.
It's also one of the few management sims that don't stress me out, because it's like
Yeah, no.
all
It's very
management
nice.
is technically optional. Like you could spend multiple consecutive days just walking around picking berries off of bushes if that's your prerogative, because it's not like you need to have money. It's like that all the money does is buy you conveniences, but it's not like you need to hit your end of the month farm quota. It's like, no, I can just take the entire summer off to pick salmon berries if I want to.
Yeah, exactly.
God.
Damn, I might undo everything I've done.
Why?
Never mind, I don't gotta. I was about to say 'cause the lighting was fucked, and I kind of like the lighting I came up with afterwards better, but they ended up working together, so that's good. I really did make an entire piece, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Sure
It's
did.
great.
I did
That's
not
great.
intend to. I will change this color though because I kind of want something slightly different.
I also, in terms of Fallout things, recommend a little piece of internet history. I already linked it to you. No, there is like a actually pretty well made live action Fallout fan web series that ran on like Machinima back in the day. Yeah, it's actually well made, which is the funny part. And it's enjoyable. Fallout Nuka Break. I already linked the playlist to Alice because I'm like, this is actually. I watched it again. I'm like, yeah, this is corny and cheesy, but like, it's still like, you can tell that the people who made it really like Fallout, and so it's got that quintessential Fallout vibe.
Yeah. Have you seen the what is like the real life Dark Souls player videos on YouTube?
No,
I'm not.
Yeah, this guy's been doing these like conceptual things. Let me find it. Souls Logic is the name of the series.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have
that's
seen
the one.
Soul Logic.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It is, and like they're cosplayed up really well. It's just funny scenarios.
That's great. I need them. I've seen a couple of Souls Logic videos.
Yeah. Yeah, they started doing them just a few months ago, I think.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, it's a good year for content creation when you're stuck at home.
Yep. And you got
Yep.
all the costumes. Heck yeah. It's like, well, we have all this medieval stuff. Want to go make some YouTube videos? Yes. Yes, I do.
God. I'm such a dumb bitch.
Why this time?
I really out here just decided I'm gonna just make an entire ass image.
Yeah, you really did.
Why?
It's a good question. Should ask past you.
God, I hate this. I hate this. I fucking hate it. I'll save because I worked on this too much to not save. Okay, how do I always forget how to change the color of a tonal correction. There we go. Hue and saturation. Ooh, that red lighting is kind of nice. Going a little more towards but it's compensating a little bit for what I did. Sort of thing. I'd have to change skin tone in order to do anything but the blue, which is fine, really. Because I purposefully do things. Let me see what works. Let's lower the saturation. There we go. Okay. Yeah, because I'm kind of digging this weirdly, like, luminosity. Ew, disgusting. We don't do that here. Saturation a little bit. Or a little bit. It's hue just a little bit. Okay. You see my children. My kids.
Yes, Father.
What are we seeing?
I don't know.
Understandable.
This is also an interesting color, but why would I use this color? Like, trying to determine mood is difficult. I want to make this darker, but I also know that, like, things are weird on my computer.
Yeah.
So I actually have no idea what this looks like. That was a glow dodge layer. There we go. That's clearly too dark.
Clearly. I don't know.
It's okay, Darby.
It's okay to not know things.
Yeah.
Shadows.
Just being silly.
Maybe I should change the line art color. Me apologizing even though it's my stream.
You fool.
I'm really sitting out here like, I'm sorry, I'm taking up time.
My man, the time is yours.
I say it literally being my stream. God.
Yeah, I do it all the time. I'll go and, like, change a setting in a game or something. Sorry. Like, what? Why?
Jeez, how dare you want to have a comfortable gaming
Right.
experience?
What layer is the Pip-Boy on? Okay, it's up here. Maybe I should make that a... Since I've changed a lot of things. Wait, no. That did in fact... No. Difference? No. See, now I can't see over here very well. I fucked something up somewhere. Clearly see this, but this is a little... Let's lower the opacity here. I hate color theory.
Boom.
Right? Who invented this? I just want to talk.
Mood.
First person who gives me the name of the person who invented color theory gets to live.
Wow, I won the lottery!
No.
Smell that! Line reading of the century. Love it. I'm still so upset that you missed it, Xander. Whew.
What was the line?
Smell that air!
Oh yeah.
It's okay, it's very early on.
Yeah, I remember you telling
You'll
me about
get
that.
there soon.
Yes.
I had a teacher tell me what a gradient map was and how it worked, and he shouldn't have ever done that. He just shouldn't have.
I use frickin' gradient maps all the time now.
It's like I
I
found
have
out
a
what a
problem.
gradient map was and was like, oh? Worm?
I
It's
use it
pretty
to
real.
do I use it to do color correction all the time now.
Oh, god dang it. This actually looks really great in black and white now.
No
Ooh,
time to be
it does.
indecisive.
Good contrast.
God dang it. Let's look at some... Whoops, got that sepia going. Bro, you can't put everything in sepia. Why not?
It's the canon colors.
It's the canon color.
So what's the utility of a gradient map?
A gradient map basically it maps out like the values. The values of your picture.
Yeah.
And applies a gradient based on those, going from like darkest to lightest, or rather I should say from the left, from like one end of a gradient spectrum to the other.
Yeah.
So yeah, it basically recolors your image that way,
Neato.
which is
And
super
that-
helpful for Jesus Christ, Toad, you're off my blood. Sorry. Yeah, basically, yeah, it's great for. I'm starting this race over. Sorry, I'm
Toad,
playing Mario
please.
Kart while trying to explain color theory. Toad, please. But yeah, it's super helpful for like color correction and helping like get all those get like those tasty atmospheric lighting and all that.
I might
Neato,
just
yeah.
leave this in sepia. I might save one that's the regular
Cool.
colors and then one that's in sepia.
Yeah, sepia it does look nice.
Yeah.
Just because I am an ass.
It looks like Cowboy Land.
I mean, yeah. That's Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
That is
Sepia.
basically
Sepia
Fallout
game.
New Vegas. Yes. I learned most of what I know about Fallout through osmosis,
Yeah.
which
Valid.
isn't a lot, but
Oh,
it's
God.
enough to know that the
Continue, sorry.
forget blue shell, and of course Toad is there.
No, I stopped because I was just like, oh, I forgot there were other drawings on this canvas. Like, I forgot that everything I've done tonight is in fact on this canvas.
Oh,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
god.
Because, like, theoretically, if I do this, yep, there they are. There's the other art. Wait, no, where's the dog?
Where's Germ? Please.
Where's Germ? Please. Need Germ.
Is Germ the one
Yeah.
thing you did on a different canvas?
No. Can't be. Illegal. Illegal. God dang it, I accidentally might have put the layer in this folder. Okay, hold on. Oop. That's gone. Okay. Now move. Become your own. There he is.
Yes! There's Germ. I
Oh my
love.
god.
God. Germ's a good baby.
Germ is a good baby. I love. Best decision I've ever made.
God. Okay. Let's mute Germ so I can save this canvas. Actually, I should probably crop this.
Dark Souls is finished. And
Boop. Edit. Crop. This doesn't feel dark enough now. Feels like I made it too light. God. Holy shit. What is this?
I remember that. On your Elder Scrolls games. I forgot the lyrics already. Now, to be fair, it's been years. God, I can't believe freaking. Jeez, that's old now. Freaking Yukino Joe,
Oh, yeah.
Harry Partridge, all those old Zero, all of those YouTube animators.
I mean, Zero still animates. I don't know.
I mean,
what
I know
Harry's
he, I
doing.
know he is.
Happy Harry.
I think Harry Partridge is still animating too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
And Yukino Joe, I know he voiced the egg guys in freaking Hazbin Hotel.
Cool.
They're all definitely still around, but like those old cartoons that we used to like go on YouTube and be like, haha, funny cartoon. They're old.
They're
Jesus.
old now. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still good, but like, man, a specified amount of time has passed since their creation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
No, it is cool. I don't know what Partridge is doing right now, but like it's nice to hear that Joe is like in a like in an ensemble of a much bigger kind of project. So
Yeah.
it's that's like a step up. That's good. Good for him.
I mean, if their YouTube channels are still up, check.
I know Harry's is still up. I don't.
Yeah,
know if,
Harry's is definitely still up. I distinctly remember within the past year watching, I believe, with animation you can.
With
Yeah.
animation, you
Yeah.
can.
Vampire T-Rex, Vampire T-Rex.
I still often enough think about the Justin Bieber show video.
Oh my God, yes.
God.
Justin, oh you guys.
The bees, they sting, Justin.
They
took
stole
my face,
Justin.
the internet is a truly miraculous place.
It is indeed.
God. Oh yeah. No. Rip Flash. By the way.
Yeah, Rip Flash is going away. It's going away.
Looks like Newgrounds is preserving it though. They have like
oh yeah.
a
they
plugin
have
you
their
can
own,
get.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Newgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
The
there,
Flash
there's been
capital
like a
of the
big
internet.
archiving. There's been like a big archiving push for all the old Flash stuff.
Yeah. What's happening to Homestar Runner?
I think somebody has archived Homestar Runner. I'm not
Oh, that's good.
sure. It would not make sense for them to archive everything else and not archive Homestar Runner.
All
Homestar
right.
Runner must
At least
survive.
leave us the Stinko Man game.
The Stingo Man game's getting updated. They released a trailer for that like a few weeks ago.
Oh,
They're releasing a new level to the Stinko Man game.
epic.
All right. Well, I think it is 1:30 in the morning. Therefore,
It is 1:30 in the morning on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
New
Should probably go
Year's
to bed.
Eve. Bold to assume I'm going to bed and not just getting off the stream because we are in fact still streaming. Thank y'all for
Alright.
coming,
Yeah.
and I hope you have a good night and a happy new year, y'all.
You too.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.